everybody! Welcome to another episode of Drunkards and Dragons, a show where we have some drinks, roll some dice, and try to die to either of those things. Welcome to the next chapter of our campaign. Been doing this for like 2 years almost now, and things are getting spicy, things are getting good.
Has this really been going on that long?
Yes.
Oh, I'm such a pleb.
Yeah.
I've been going on that long.
Yes, we've lost some people, gained some people, but it's been a good time. So before we get started, I'll give you my usual spiel of just watching every week is definitely helpful. The numbers show you guys are super supportive. If you want to do that a little bit extra though, subscriptions are a thing, as well as with Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription each which account you want. Those are not refreshable though; they don't renew every month, so you have to do it manually every month. It's the only thing that sucks about it. And then being a student, if you're in school right now, talk to your whoever's in charge of that about Student Prime. It gives you Amazon Prime for free for up to 6 months, I believe. And so that's 6 months of free subscriptions you'd be handing out. Helps us out a bunch. Lets us get more things, whether it be supplies for the game, better equipment, just anything like that. So that being said, I'm going to give a brief cap of what's happened over the last few while.
Very good.
So, all of this started in Vamira when the group went to go and attempt to help rid the kingdom of its corruption. In doing so, they end up being betrayed by the person who sought them out, not only being framed for the murder of the king, but as well as stealing the precious magical energy that binds the king to the land. In order to redeem themselves and spare their heads from the chopping block, they agreed to go and attempt to go into the very Underdark itself to retrieve this energy, as well as get revenge on the person who was responsible. After spending months away from home, half a year, and going through all kinds of torture, they succeeded. And they arrived, thanks to Varys with his teleportation spell, they arrived back in Vamira and were able to not only be acquitted of their charges, but gain a new form of renown, as the Elves of Vamira recognize them as heroes as well. They have been deserving a much-deserved peace, and seeing the countryside and for what they've done, their efforts have not been in vain, as not only is peace restored to Verendrin, but it is, in general, just a much better place with them there, and it shows. Not only does Vamira hail the three of you as heroes, but Vanden also welcomes you with return, especially Alexia, who has been their champion this whole time. So, why don't you guys tell me what you've been doing over the last couple of weeks before the festival that was celebrating the unveiling of your keep, as well as just celebrating you in general. It is not your keep.
Hey man, I've been here the entire time. They're just allies who get to stay there.
Yeah, Alexia and her allies.
But Alexia and whoever happens to be an ally at the time.
Oh boy.
So who wants to go first?
I guess I will.
Okay.
I have been spending the last week or so trying to convince the people of Vanden to allow me to perform during our unveiling ceremony for the keep. That went pretty well, but I got drunk when I asked people what I wanted from them, and they didn't quite understand it, so it's probably not going to happen now. So I've just been spending my last week drowning my miseries, playing the blues.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'll share. So Alexia has been more or less getting to know the citizens of Vanden. I basically posted in different taverns or community town squares and whatever places that would get lots of traffic with people walking by, basically saying if you need help with anything like household chores, rebuilding, whatever, that I would put up my services and help the citizens. So it's really just because of what happened in Vamira and seeing the betrayal that the Vamiran elves went through. I didn't want the citizens of Vanden to feel like they needed to trust someone else because they could end up being betrayed. And so taking the role as champion of Vanden very seriously and trying to be there for the people, more so than just providing like potential peace in the country, but really just helping in their like day-to-day tasks while I'm there.
Yes, and a lot of that has involved your bow has not seen any work at all, nor any of your weapons. But you have volunteered for guard duty and things like that. Very peaceful nights, apart from the occasional goblin or something like that. Nothing that you can't handle, or that anyone else can't handle for that matter. You're kind of filled with nostalgia as, you know, you've been on this dangerous task all this time, and now you're tending to laundry and fixing up roofs and guarding the town at night. It's peaceful, but your warrior spirit kind of yearns for that combat.
Boring.
Edlin?
So, not necessarily finding any of the information that I need. I'm decided to branch out. So instead of finding unscrupulous knowledge directly, seeing as occult and demonology and such things are not common practice, I decided to look into older cultures, kind of more pagan stuff, because not only am I still seeking to find the knowledge that I need to save my brother, now I have the Shard of Hadar, which is more unanswered questions that he doesn't know anything about. So now he has kind of these two directions that he's being pulled in, where he's got to find stuff on like the old gods, the elder gods, whatever you want to call them, and all of this like demonology. And so I think for the first time he feels kind of hopeful, because this has really been the first step forward in any positive way for him, where like, you know, if this goes the way that I want it to, I could potentially actually find the power that I need. But with that, there's kind of a growing sense of dread, because it mirrors what happened to his brother, where it's very much in the same way, like you call out to a greater power and all you can really do is hope that they're not going to immediately screw you over and not follow up with whatever they promise you. I've also been going to the library and checking out books that I don't intend to ever return.
Okay. Where's this from?
What?
Where at? In
The library.
which one?
The
Vanden one?
yeah, wherever I am.
Dare you?
Alexia, you have been hearing about that constantly. Like,
Yeah,
that elf that you travel with has not returned the books he borrowed.
I'll see about getting the books back.
A lot of the time I also use my unseen servant, so there's just kind of books floating off of the shelf, just kind of away out the library.
Mm-hmm. Very good. In the last few weeks, though, those of you who have been in Vanden, it is being full up. Inns are now completely full of people. There are campsites outside of Vanden. The elves have come from Vamira to celebrate your success, and
Nice.
not wanting to stay in the city, they have made up their own little encampment, not too close to the city, but within range, where you can see it. And Vanden is full. You see people you don't know every day, and more travelers come in. It's even become a problem at this point, as people are trying to rush and they all want to see the hero of Vanden, but it's impossible. So finally, we come to the day of the festival. It is blazing hot, as is the end of summer, and it is starting to cool off, but it's those last few days of summer which is unbearably hot. So the sun beats down on all of you, wherever you may be, whatever you may be wearing. It is hot. It's probably high 90s.
Oh.
It's ominous. I don't need ominous right now.
Dang it. Well, I'm gonna invest in a spell that creates a little fan.
Prestidigitation does it. Creates a slight
Yeah.
gust.
I'm using my unseen servant to kind of carry shade around for me.
So what are you guys doing? Is there any preparations before you attend the festival? Is there any preparation at all? Or
So this is just going to be like a big wild party.
yes, in the town square alone, you see that there are tons of different tables full of different kinds of foods. Elves are off in one corner, kind of mingling and attempting to socialize with humans they haven't seen in thousands of years. The first time that this has happened in a very long time. No one knows this better than you, as a matter of fact. There are people already too drunk showing up and just celebrating. They're being escorted away, and the town square is packed, as well as there are various dancers and gypsies all working out their routines and preparing to go on stage.
Nice.
In an effort to keep things cool, though, there is some kind of arcane crystal at the center of the festival, and when you stand near it, it radiates cold.
Oh,
It's kind of like an AC.
that's
Like,
fancy.
how close do you have to be to the crystal?
like, something like 10 feet of it. You feel like a kind of breeze wash over you, and it feels pretty nice.
I feel like that area is very crowded.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Yes. Many people are, in fact, sweating and, like, starting to get restless and just like, are we gonna do this or not? Like, they're all waiting for you guys to arrive.
Mhm.
Then I arrive.
Do you guys... Any kind of preparation
I
before...
just, get ready, get dressed. Maybe do a little something with my hair. Probably not though.
Okay.
And just have my typical.
You do the, like,
champion of abandoned armor.
You're like, do I wear it like this? Do I wear it like that? You're like, never mind, I'm just gonna...
Yep.
I would like to talk to Alexia as she's getting ready.
Okay.
Oh, so you're actually going to do your hair for a change.
Oof.
Are you guys all together at this point, or...?
Did they give me like fancy clothes to wear? But like, hey, wear this.
No, you can wear whatever you want. You're being celebrated as the heroes that you are, so...
Okay.
Whatever you deem appropriate.
Should look like a bum.
Yeah, I kind of want to look like a
Just
bum.
like rags. It's like, hello.
I'm just gonna wear something like appropriate for the weather. I'm not gonna get like fancy or anything.
Yeah.
So you're trying to do your hair, I see.
I'm questioning it.
Well, if you want to look pretty, I can help you with that.
No.
What do you mean no?
Hard pass. You're terrible.
I'm good at making people look good.
Nope.
You deserve it after all of this.
Nope. At this point, I decided not to do anything with my hair, and I just leave.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Don't make me force you.
So describe your guys'
Fine.
outfits in this way. So you're wearing something appropriate. Whether are you wearing your armor? I assume your weapons are in their pocket dimension.
Yeah, I'm not wearing armor. No, it's too hot for that.
Okay.
So,
I don't know if you guys wanted to come out full hero attire or just kind of like,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
I'm not doing that. It's too hot for that.
Okay.
Well, he's not the champion, so it's fine.
That's fine.
But I will look like the champion of Bandon and walk
Okay.
out with my...
So, and you, Varys?
Well, I came to see heroes, so I'm going to be dressed in my armor, and I'm going to be playing my lute as I follow Alexia around.
Okay.
I will keep my weapons, like, in my bag of holding, but I won't, like, wear them and, like,
Okay.
have them showing.
And I, like, play comically to the tune of her walk.
Okay.
So she walks faster, I start playing a little faster, and she, like, stops and, like, turns around, and it's like...
Make a dexterity check. Actually, both of you make dexterity checks.
Oh. I didn't take my dice out yet.
Just straight dexterity?
Yeah, just straight dexterity.
It's 10.
Ooh.
No, that was terrible. 11.
No.
Ooh, I win.
You're just a second behind. Your time is just a little bit off. But for the most part, you keep pace with her.
It's super annoying. So whenever I stop, I tell him to shut up. Cut it out. If you're going to play something normal.
I am playing something normal.
Just keep going. Try to ignore him.
So you guys go into the courtyard, and when you're there, the guards immediately greet you, and they're like, about time. People are getting restless. They're looking forward to this. Some have been here since the sun came up. Are you guys ready? He kind of looks at you, and he's like, you look comfortable.
It's hot out.
I believe we're ready.
Yeah, sorry about that. We probably would have been here on time had I been part of the planning committee as I had attended, but I think we're good to go whenever you are.
Okay. So you guys are led through a series of kind of behind a bunch of tents and a bunch of stalls to kind of keep the surprise there. The stage itself has been set up, and there's carpets and things like that kind of hung over, so you can hide behind backstage per se. And they're like, all right, when you get the signal, go ahead and walk out on stage and meet your adoring fans.
What's the signal?
Says, I'm sure the king will motion for you. And he goes, oh, and do you guys have a group name or something I should call you by, or?
You're the leader.
Our names are fine.
Okay.
No group.
Okay.
Just individual names.
Okay.
Totally fine.
All right. Right. Okay. I'll let him know.
I feel like this guy's real snarky.
So a few moments pass, and you kind of peek from backstage that not only is King Ryland there to greet the town of Vanden, Awen is also on stage, and she's brought in several elves with her, part of the retinue, as she's kind of the one in power currently as a pseudo leader. And they both come on stage, and they kind of he grabs her hand and bows, and she nods to him.
She touched him?
Yeah.
What a step up. It's progress.
It is progress. And so Ronan begins speaking, and he goes, in my wildest dreams, I never imagined that not only will I have such an esteemed champion, esteemed allies to call upon when the darkness comes. They have also sought out traitors and cured the land of a plague, and even fostered peace between our great nations and people. Truly, we are blessed. And motions to Awen. She goes, yes. Although she's a half-elf, she's proven to be more than that. She has saved our people, and shown us that perhaps humans and elves perhaps can live together. Perhaps a union can be made. And I look forward to working towards that. And you can tell a few people are kind of upset by that, but mostly everyone just starts cheering and clapping. The other elves look uncomfortable. They're like, is this what we do? Right. But enough! Let us greet our champions. And he kind of motions to you guys.
I was gonna say, was that the signal? Just stop talking.
Make an insight check.
Is that the signal? Oh no.
You are not sure if that's a signal or not. You're confused.
Um,
You start walking forward and you kind of lock up for a second. Like, wait, is that my cue?
Well, you're our leader. Are we going?
I walk up to Alexi and I say, I think that was the signal. And I put my hand on her back and start to kind of push her forward while smiling and waving to the crowd.
I'm a little awkward sometimes, guys, okay?
It shows.
I walk out trying to be as confident as possible.
Yes, and as she's walking on
Oh!
and like clapping and stuff, and like getting the crowd to like clap. and
Everyone
stuff.
responds well. They see you guys, and it's not just Alexia, it's the three of you, it's the pair of you. The group that has formed over a couple of years that's gone on now at this point. The group that's formed and past, all the deeds you've all done have been celebrated. So all of you are being celebrated at this point. They all cheer, and you yourself get more of a respect from the elves. You recognize, they don't clap or cheer, but they definitely they nod at you. A form of respect. Do our champions have any words?
I look sweaty and uncomfortable.
That's true.
Love that. Is that what you say?
Talking.
I am
First
sweaty and
person.
uncomfortable.
Facts.
Oh my god. Leader.
Oh god, you guys are the worst.
Our fearless leader.
I mean, I do jump into holes and just hope for the best.
Oh, you can't fly anymore.
I couldn't at the time either. It was barely.
Oh,
did
that's
it.
right. That was a cloak. That wasn't something you just do.
Yeah, no, I can't.
You're not that
fly.
angel race.
Mm-hmm.
It's a warlock thing. Warlocks can fly.
Anyway, this is not what we say.
Okay.
I thank you all for attending this great festival and for welcoming myself and my allies to your great land, and thank you, King, especially for raising up this keep in our honor. I have gotten to know many of you over the past couple of weeks, and I couldn't be more honored to be called your champion. And with that said, let the party begin.
Everyone cheers. Do you guys
That's
like
it.
to say anything?
That's it. No, we just started the party. We're done.
I just is there a, do they have any microphones, or do I just have to shout
There are
this?
no microphones. This is medieval
Microphones.
times.
Yeah, what kind of era do you think we're living in?
Alright, I was hoping there was a little thing I could talk to, and it would go into this huge horn or something. You're welcome. The champion of Andon.
Oh.
Do you want to say anything else?
Yeah.
I just raised my
No,
hand.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay.
champion of Andon.
The king begins clapping with everyone else, and he goes, I believe she said it best. Let the festivities begin. And I hope the keep that we have constructed for you keeps you in our humble city and keeps you looking over us for many years to come. With that, everyone starts cheering, and drinks begin getting served, and food begins being gathered up and put on plates and things like that. And you guys are free to mingle about.
I go find a fountain to sit in.
There's no fountain near here, but
Go find the crystal.
Begin drinking then, I suppose.
just make things worse. Okay.
I will also get a very large, very, very large cup of alcohol,
Okay.
and I will walk over to Awen.
Okay.
So, Awen, how are things going in Vamira?
Slow, but can be expected without magic. The crops are faring nicely this time of year. I can only hope we can regain some of our former glory. I left Meriden a long list of things to do, so I expect they should be back by the time I get home.
Oh my. Not too long, I hope. He seems to have trouble completing some of the tasks sometimes.
This will make him stronger in the long run. He did wish me to pass on his greetings to you, though,
Oh, well,
and the rest of you.
tell him that we said hello as well.
Just kidding. I don't actually have anything against him.
So, I was just wondering, if the need should ever arise, is it alright for me to use the teleportation circle in the castle?
I will pass word along that you are welcome there. Just do try to warn us ahead of time.
I'll try. You never know when you'll be stuck underground with the drow and need a quick escape.
Yes, you are forgiven for this, given the circumstances.
Well, I do hope you enjoy the hospitality of the people of Vanden and enjoy the party.
I will try.
A big glass of wine certainly helps. So,
Yes.
well, see you later, and I walk off.
As you go to walk
drinking
off, she
heavily.
kind of like stops you and puts her hand on your shoulder, and she goes, "Varys, despite the things your father did, he was a good man."
Thank you, Awen. I try to believe that too.
Make sure Galana Del Mana does not go uncamped. Do come visit every now and then.
Oh,
Although I
yes.
fear it pales in comparison to that monstrosity.
Yes, it's rather large. But I will make sure to come by and maintain the house every once in a while.
She nods to you and walks away.
She wanted to be the one to leave the conversation, not you.
Oh, I see.
So I basically, after what the king says, I just like bow to him in thanks and then start mingling with people.
Okay. I forget. Did you ever meet Ingrid Ithlin?
Who?
No.
No. So you two go ahead and make perception checks.
Oh man. Oh, not a 6 that time. 8.
Not a 6.
Perception.
You got a 6.
Well, you've never met this person, so you wouldn't recognize her.
I got
You
it.
even got a good score, so.
19.
13.
8.
Okay. You immediately notice her, however, you have no idea who she is, so it doesn't
Oh.
register you at all. It takes you to a while of mingling, but you do see kind of, perhaps more put off and like awkward than the elves are. You see Ingrid standing there, just kind of like,
She's the worst.
like, don't touch me. I just want to get a drink.
Hello, Ingrid.
No, it's you.
Yes. Sorry we haven't been by to see you and the small child whose name I've forgotten.
Maria.
Maria. Yes, that's the one. How are you doing?
Matters not. Maria was taken to Arya by Mr. Lawless.
Ah, so she's with her uncle.
Yes, he insisted she be whisked away.
Probably for the best.
Yes. I have found myself unemployed as of late, given Mr. Duhane's funds have run dry with his death. My condolences, by the way.
Yes, and my condolences to you as well, as you were. It's a terrible thing to lose a child.
The girl was fine, but she was difficult to teach.
So, what are you doing now?
Well, I have a job teaching upcoming wizards and sorcerers alike.
Sounds, very interesting.
It's not. It's just a bunch of half-pints who can't control their magic.
Well, it's best that they receive some education rather than blowing up the town on accident.
Yes, I suppose.
So where am I? Because I noticed this.
Yeah, you notice Lexi and Varys talking to that old woman you noticed before all of
I'm
them.
there. Dang.
If you don't want to, you don't have to be.
I mean, I never really liked her. And she
That's
never
fine.
liked me. I avoid her.
She never really liked anyone. So.
I avoid her.
Just sneak away, disappear into the crowd.
I avoid her.
She definitely does
I
not
just
see
like
you as a
push
natural
people
one.
over.
Well, it was nice catching up with you. I believe I have more people to mingle with. I mean, I'm a pretty popular guy. Everybody wants to talk to me.
Yes. If you see that Alexia, tell her I wish to speak to her.
Oh, damn it.
Will do. Are you going to just be hanging out around here, or should I just tell her to keep an eye out for
I
you?
suppose I'll hang around here a bit longer. I was hoping to catch sight of her, but she seems to have disappeared in the crowd.
I shall go and find her. I'll be back. I go and I look for Alexia.
I look for very cute babies and wish I could take pictures of them.
Okay.
Do you kiss them like a president?
Yep. Just,
Okay.
Such PR.
As a matter of fact, someone comes up to you and they have a newborn baby
they
in their
asked me
arms.
to kiss their baby.
They
They
have-
asked me to name their baby.
They have a they have a newborn baby in their arms, and they go, "It would be my honor if you would name our child."
Oh god.
I will name it Ithlin.
Ew. What is it?
It's a girl.
Well, now that she's stuck in one place, can I look for her?
Sure. She's not trying to hide, so
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm naming babies.
Ingrid is just old and blind and couldn't see her and rolled a natural one. So
Oh, there you are. You'll never guess who I ran into.
Oh.
I wanted you to guess.
Oh.
It was Ingrid. You remember, old wizard, I think,
I remember.
mother of Sawyer Duhane.
She's not his mother, Varys.
Well, when I gave her my condolences about her dead son, she did not deny. So,
Okay.
there.
Proves nothing. What is your point?
She says she wanted to speak to you.
Very well. When I'm done naming this beautiful child, I will go seek her out.
Child, I look, and it's a girl?
Yeah.
What race are they?
Human.
What? You never know. What if you were talking to a gnome?
That's true.
You didn't ask.
That's true. Alright, so human girl baby.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your name? I asked the mother.
Oh. She goes, "Oh, my name is Tarna."
Tana, that's a lovely name.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. I believe you should name your
No,
child.
this is my duty. My honor of naming the child.
A message to you.
So how long has
Lana.
the party been going on?
Name her
now?
Lana.
Not
Lana
long
and
at all.
Tana.
I mean, it's been set
Okay.
up for hours and days
I thought it was
almost,
Tarna.
but it's
Tarna.
just now started.
Lana and
You can do
Tana.
whatever you want.
No.
It's your guys' celebration. Just let me know what you want to do.
So I walk over. I'm pretty drunk already, I've decided.
Marna?
Oh, a baby.
Yes.
Oh.
What kind of noises are those?
Sorry.
I push him away instantly.
Very drunk.
He's freaking the baby out.
Oh, look, a baby.
Roll
No,
a
no.
Constitution
No.
save.
Dude, if you throw up on that baby,
I want you to throw up on the
oh my
baby.
god.
Let's see.
Like, well, I
I think
can't name her
Constitution's
now.
one of your good ones, though.
Yeah, it's one of my good
soiled.
ones.
So it's gonna be hard. But...
It's my second best.
Oh, popped out now.
Nat 20!
Oh, yeah, you're
I'm
fine.
so ready.
You're totally fine.
Oh, kind of stabilize myself. And don't throw up all over the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. I still shove him away.
I almost fall over.
They see your emotion and they're like, oh, and they kind of pull the baby away at the same time.
Well, to allow you to leave this strange area of the festival currently. Might I suggest the name Willow, after a dear old friend of mine?
It's beautiful. I would accept anything you say. Perfect.
That's a tree! And continue
Yes.
drinking and walk away.
He's just like, yep.
Yes, that is correct. It is the name of a tree.
It's the type of a tree.
But currently, the babe is the seed, and she will grow up to be strong and beautiful like the willow tree.
Sure.
Perfect naming.
Or she'll just cry all the time. Because weeping willows. No. In honor of a dear old friend of mine, she will grow to be beautiful and strong.
Thank you. And she kind of bows and begins walking away.
My pleasure. Well, Varys, do you remember where Ingrid is?
She's not left.
Just this way.
Alright, I follow him. To Ingrid.
She's kind of like sipping out of a glass, and she's just like,
God, she's the worst.
she's just like,
She's an old, frail woman that has to worry about disease.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
she takes like a small sip, and she's just like, puts it down. She sees you guys, and she goes, "Oh, yes, you're back. Oh, and you brought Alexia. Wonderful.
I do believe you requested to speak with me.
Yes, it may be of no concern to you, but Mr. Duhane did fancy you a bit, and he was your ally. I just wanted you to know that the circumstances of his death are a bit abnormal. You see, when he did not come home, men came into the house and began ransacking it, and I protected the girl. But they discussed Mr. Duhane owing them a sum of money. You as his allies may be held responsible for that. I just want to let you know.
Do you recall what any of these men looked like? Were they wearing
They were wearing masks,
an
I'm afraid.
emblem, any kind of armor?
They were wearing masks, I'm afraid.
Ooh, I like masks. What kind of masks were they wearing?
Did you recognize an accent?
They did not speak.
She just said they spoke of Duhane owing them a bunch of money.
They did not speak fully then.
What do these masks look like?
Bit of cloth over the face.
Oh, I see. Well, shit.
Was there anything done to the house after they left? Or did you just flee with Maria?
Not long after, Lawless came back and insisted Maria be taken away.
Aren't you his wife?
Excuse me.
The worst.
I vaguely remember
Are you with them, by the way?
he used to refer to you as
He went off drinking.
I
After
can be
not
now.
puking on the baby.
So, would that not make you a target of these criminals that your husband was dealing with?
Wait, who is she supposedly married to?
Hmm?
Lawless?
No, you're supposedly married to Sawyer,
Oh.
if you will recall.
Well.
And I burst in. You're married? When did this happen?
God, you're disgusting.
Oh, maybe I should
You-
stop drinking.
I push him away from you again.
You keep drinking.
Oh,
You make a fair point, Varys. Perhaps we can lure them out by saying that that Madame Duhane has returned to Vanden.
God damn it. I merely wanted to warn you. And now that my debt to Mr. Duhane has been repaid, and I should hope you all have a pleasant day. You've earned it, at least.
Thank you. One more question, though, before you leave, Ingrid. would it be possible for us to gain access to Mr. Duhane's home?
I still have the key if you wish. It's abandoned at this point. Anything of value has been taken.
Any clues as to who ransacked his home would be helpful. May not be there anymore, but there's no harm in searching.
Help yourself, and she hands you the key.
Key.
At this point, music begins playing, like really, really festive music.
Damn it, Varys.
And-
You can't just whip your lute out whenever you want.
Really, really festive music begins playing, and up on the stage, dressed in more so gypsy attire, very loose kind of like crop tops and like skirts and like flowy skirts and stuff like that. People begin dancing up on stage and doing things like fire dancing and all kinds of festive things like that. One in particular, very scantily clad elf, tan.
If one's listening.
Tan as opposed to kind of the pale white or kind of gray skin that some of them have, akin to maybe Ithlin. Very kind of like tannish, silver hair.
Wait, so she looks like Ithlin?
No, she looks something like Ithlin. She's a different kind of elf, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So kind of tan, silver hair. From what you can see, maybe blue eyes, not sure. She kind of, as everyone else is fire dancing along, she seems to be leading the troop, and she walks on and begins dancing and kind of interacting with everybody on the stage.
I could have done better.
Everybody go ahead and make perception checks.
No need to pout, Varys.
Oh, there's a need to pout.
If you'd like, I can request a spot for you to play today.
No, they lost their
What do we
chance.
Perception checks. This is for feel.
Ooh. 24.
Wow, he's feeling it. 19?
Oh, he's feeling something.
Also 19.
Yeah, you all feel it.
Oh, we all feel it.
So, as you guys have been having this conversation with Ingrid, keep in mind it is blazing hot. And you guys are nowhere near the crystal. Yeah, as you guys have been having this conversation with Ingrid,
Profusely.
it's really cool. It's actually kind of chilly. You kind of look and you're like, I have goosebumps on my arm, like I'm actually kind of cold.
Ice magic.
This actually isn't so bad. I like start moving.
As
Did
you guys-
anyone else notice a sudden change in temperature?
It is a bit chilly. Perhaps we should move a bit, and I like start dancing a little bit, just with myself, and I'm like,
No. I have a bad
Oh,
feeling.
come
about
on.
this.
Ingrid kind of wraps her scarf like tighter around her, just her decorational kind of like for fashion scarf. She kind of wraps it around her, and she's like, "Yeah, so this is a bit cold, not to mention it."
Something's wrong.
are you really not going to dance at your own party?
I'm facing completely the opposite direction of everyone, just like gazing.
And what's
upon
wrong
that
with
beautiful
dancing with
woman
me?
up on
You'd
stage,
rather
like,
dance with
Oh
that?
my.
Nothing's wrong with dancing with you, but this is not the time. Something is wrong.
I'm confused.
You guys begin hearing a very low, near,
Lasers!
very faint, but you can hear it still.
Does it sound like any kind of musical instrument I might recognize?
Lasers.
Now that you mention it, I do hear something. It is kind of cold.
Where is it coming from? Can
I look at the crystal.
pinpoint where it's
You look
coming
at the
from?
crystal, and it is glowing
Oh.
brighter blue than it was before. Just
Is it like pulsating?
yes,
Does it match the...
yes.
Oh, no.
Ah, it would seem that they finally activated the crystal so that it would spread its coolness amongst the area since it's so hot out.
It starts picking up. Zoom, 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 zoom. Crystal's glowing brighter and brighter.
Nope. Something's wrong.
Would it put your mind at ease if we went and talked to the king and asked him about what's going on?
Ingrid
I
jumps in front of
just-
you guys and goes, "There's no time!"
Oh, no.
And she begins casting a spell.
Oh no.
The crystal pulsates further and further, faster and faster and faster, and glows brighter, and suddenly, whoosh!
Ah!
The bright light encompasses all of you guys.
What
And
about
you,
everyone else?
and you look around,
The whole
and
city was
just as this barrier begins to slowly shimmer off of you guys, and the entire city has been frozen over.
Oh no.
Ingrid stands in front of you, frozen.
Are
Uh,
we in Rift? No, what's the city's name?
Greendale.
No,
Oh,
I'm frozen.
Frozen?
Oh, yeah. Kinda. I mean, if that helps with the image. Everybody is
Do
frozen.
you want to build a snowman?
Everybody is frozen in the position that they were in. Some in a dancing position, some in a about to take a drink, the liquid coming out but frozen before it hits their mouth. Just everyone in this position they were before.
Unquenchable thirst.
Everyone the position they were in before, completely frozen over.
Is that hot lady up on stage frozen?
Yes.
Nope, she's the reason that this all happened.
Oh,
The magic.
Ethlyn is devastated.
He just runs up like, caresses her frozen body.
Or no, sorry, the elf.
Yeah.
She's not there.
Boom! Told you.
Oh.
She did it. She did it. What kind of elf was she?
She looks like an elf.
Silver hair?
Yeah, but she's got silver hair and she's tan, which typically elves are pale.
That you've seen.
Ithlin, did you recognize her type of elf? Where did she come from?
Do I know that?
Let's see, you're native to here, so go ahead and make a nature check.
Nature check on.
Yeah.
Is she a tree elf?
Oh, drop that one. Let's see.
Because she's like darker than. Is she darker, like as dark as drows?
No, she's got a tan. Like
She's a
that's
half drow.
basically it.
She's half drow.
Oh, that's a 7. I'm super drunk.
Yeah. You have no idea. You've certainly never interacted with tan elves before. The darkest elf you've seen is drow.
I feel like she's a half drow. That's what my character thinks. Half drow.
Half Java.
They're actually polar opposites. A half drow would be pale as fuck white. And have insanely dark hair.
Well, I don't know that, so I'm still assuming she's a half drow.
I began going around to the people that were attending the festival and looking at them and seeing if their eyes are moving.
They're not. They're completely frozen.
Uh,
Not only are the people frozen, the city itself is encased
Yeah.
in ice.
Wait, what's her face? Is Ingrid frozen?
Yes.
Oh no.
You gather she cast some spell to protect you before...
Perfect cube. Sorry, I've been watching so much Seven Deadly Sins.
She did something
Sure.
to protect you before the effect went off, and so you three were spared.
I don't know what happened here, but it looks like it's
Is the
time
crystal
to go
still
to
there?
work.
When you look to where the crystal is, there is this kind of glowing, encompassing aura around it.
No.
And you see the crystal itself is there, but looking at it, it doesn't look solid anymore.
I go.
What
I
the
approach the crystal and try to touch it.
So when you go and touch it, your hand... And your hand is immediately just like frozen.
Oh.
You pull your hand back and you're like, oh, it's so cold. Whatever that was, it's very cold.
Is my hand still frozen?
It's numb. Like, it's just numb. Not like encased in ice, but like it's immediately just
Okay,
like numb.
very cool.
Yeah.
I say we fan out and look for survivors.
Was it like there was like snow? on
Yeah,
my
there's like
hand?
snow in your hand and everything.
I ran up to the stage to see if I can find any trace of where the elf went.
Okay.
Any footprints?
I'll save you a check as you look around. Because everything is frozen and encased in ice, if there were footprints, they'd be frozen over.
Okay. So like ice, not
Yes.
snow.
Oh, it is ice, yes. The ground itself is like slippery as you walk on it, and buildings are encased in ice, people are encased in ice.
I look to my allies. Unfortunately, our time in the keep must wait. I feel as though where the crystal once stood is now a dimension to a frozen land.
Are you sure about that?
So put on your winter gear and jump in. I don't know if I still... Oh yeah, I still have my winter wear.
I'll be right back. I head towards the shop district.
Okay.
That's frozen over. I start dressing for winter. Put my spiky shoes on and my winter wear.
I would like to go to a clothing store.
Okay.
And the door is like frozen over.
It is completely solid 5 or 6 inches of ice.
Does it look like the inside of the store is unfrozen?
You can't tell.
That is amazing. Okay. I would like to attempt to drill a hole with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and make attack rolls.
This is silly. Well, there's an at 1, but the other 2 are 21s to hit.
So the first one doesn't even leave a mark. It just doesn't do anything. The other 2 begins leaving cracks in the ice.
Cracks. I do it more.
Okay. After a while, it gives way, and you can at least free the door up.
So I try to like free the door up, and then on the inside, is it frozen all the way still?
You
or?
know, you try and open the door and it's stuck shut.
Oh, come on.
Kick it down.
I try to Eldritch Blast the door off.
Okay. It's a door, easy enough. You kind of shoot where the doorknob is and it push off, and you kind of bump your elbow against it and it eventually gives way.
Alright, so when I go in, or when I open the door, it's not frozen on the inside?
It's just extremely cold.
Nice. I poke my head and I say, hello, is there anybody here?
There's somebody currently putting something up on the shelf, but frozen over.
Oh my. Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to your storeroom. Good. I go to the back area. It's just summer and I don't expect them to have their winter wear out in the open.
Yeah.
I would like to look for any winter clothing
Go ahead and make an
they
investigation
have
check.
in the back.
Would you like to do anything while Varys is doing this? This one?
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Finally, I did something good. 20?
It takes you a good 20 minutes as you have to pour through different boxes, and they're all frozen shut, so it requires you just kind of like, take it off, look inside, and like the clothes are like, they're crunchy a little bit as you kind of like pull them off, and like, they're like a little bit frozen, and it's like, oh. But eventually you find the winter wear, similar to what Alexia is wearing.
Yes, I would like to get a full set of winter clothing for myself and my friend Ithlin.
Okay.
And I am
It's
going to
It's a little
guess.
soggy. Kind of crunchy. When you put it on, you're like, that's a little bit warmer, but it's so cold at the same time. You start moving your arm around, it's like,
I leave 15 gold on the counter
okay.
because I'm not just going to steal it. I'm not an animal.
I'd have stolen
And
it.
then
feel
I
like
think
you
about it
can't
for a second,
stand.
and I leave 25 gold because I broke their door.
Okay.
That's fair.
So Varys comes back and presents you with a soggy, half-frozen snowsuit, essentially.
I know it looks bad right now, but trust me, once you wear it for a while, it gets better.
I kind of like start to put it on. Oh.
Sobers you up real quick. It's so fucking cold. You're just like, oh god.
You also have to remember I'm wearing like
Nothing.
shorts or something, like bro shorts. Like I don't even know what I'm wearing.
We don't even have your armor.
Yeah, no, let's back it like the keep or whatever, wherever we were.
That's wherever you were.
Tavern.
Did you come into town a few days before? Or, like, where was your armor beat at? Because I know you were out in the wilds for a while, so.
Mm-hmm. No, I would have like come back to
Yeah.
like the keep wherever we were staying.
The keep has been opened yet. This was the
We were
day you
staying
guys
at
were
that
supposed to move
tavern
in.
Okay,
where we
so it's-
started at.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
the tavern.
So
that
your
we were
armor will be
staying
back at
at.
that tavern then,
Okay, so I have to head back there then.
if you wanted to get your armor. The
Yeah.
snowsuit does make it difficult to wear over armor though,
Mm-hmm.
so it will just basically impose disadvantage on certain things because
I will assist you.
you are essentially
Pick him up.
huge metal armor and then trying to put a coat over it that is not meant for that. So
Yeah.
when you swing, for example, it may impose disadvantage, or maybe some strength checks because you can get a full range of motion. It may be hard for you to do that, or maybe your coat will rip. Things of that nature.
Okay. I mean, either way, I want to go to retrieve it. Like,
Yeah.
retrieve all of my
And then,
things.
just for the sake of brevity, we'll say it takes you guys about an hour to do that. Between breaking into the inn again, breaking the ice off, damaging the door, breaking open the doors of the inn, finding Ithlin's room. Thankfully, it's metal, and so it hasn't really frozen as material would, but it is insanely cold when you put it on.
Yeah.
So much so that, like, your skin, although it has dried considerably since the sun, the little bits of condensation on your skin kind of stick to your armor momentarily and kind of like peel it off as you put it on. It is very cold.
So I have to take my armor off.
You are not
no
wearing.
advantages,
You're
or-
not wearing. What armor?
I have scale mail.
Okay, so it's scale now. So yeah, same thing for you. It may pose. Or I think where's the pH? Real quick. It's a certain bit of armor. It's like anything below breastplate.
I would like to search the tavern for any unfrozen alcohol.
It is all frozen solid.
Oh, they don't have the hard stuff?
Which is, like I said, it's impressive because alcohol doesn't typically freeze, but it is frozen solid. Scale mail. Okay, you're fine with scale mail.
No,
Dang it. I had heard a rumor that if you
So,
drink
breastplate and
think it's
above
rum,
is difficult to wear
when
with
it's
jackets.
cold, it warms you up. It's a shame that it's been frozen solid.
Are we ready?
Oh, God. I go first.
Well, can anyone detect, like, what this
Wanna hand
aura
me a shot
is?
glass? I rolled a natural one earlier. I just never
Can
drank for
anyone
it.
do, like, a...
Do you want to do
No,
one
he
with
gets
me?
the
Does he
special
roll a natural
DM
one?
shot glass.
Oh, sorry.
Give me that.
Sure.
Well, it's gonna be hard because I don't do a drop shot. Anyway, keep talking.
Like, can anyone detect what kind of magic this is? If it is, like, a dimension thing?
I'll try.
Arcana check.
I would have to say Arcana checks would be the way to do it.
Yep.
Okay. Does someone want
Go ahead
to
and
do
give me a
the
skull one. I
Arcana?
don't want to drop this in here.
Oh. Alright. Fair point.
16.
Lower.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Ithlin, actually, for you, given you've studied extraplanar portals and things of that nature, your entire life purpose up to when your brother disappeared has become searching for other ways in other dimensions. And so this actually connects with that. And as you look at it, you do what Alexia did, you put your hand in a couple times, you're like, that's definitely not here. It's not snowing here, it's very cold, but snowing there, and like, you look at the formation of like how it shimmers, like this is definitely a portal to somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You have some Red Bull if it makes it easier.
That's cold.
Did you put your hand in too?
I looked at it and I was like,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, this is a portal to somewhere. Do not know where.
Well,
We must be
Yeah,
careful.
it's just Red Bull, it makes it down easier.
are you ready to go on another adventure, boys?
Suppose so.
I go in first.
it's
Okay.
actually not bad.
So you jump through the portal, and it is like that. You jump in, and just snow everywhere blowing in your face.
Oh god!
Snow up to your knees easily, and it is easily below zero. It is very cold. You
Oh,
jump in
God.
here, and your teeth immediately start chattering. Your bones begin shaking. It is freezing in here. Thankfully, you did put on winter gear, so it is not as bad as it could be. But it is cold.
I didn't know this was a portal to my home.
That's
Where are you from?
From the north.
Yeah, Varys is from a north city. That's kind of like London a little bit.
Dreary and cold.
Yep.
I have no spells of create fire.
I don't think I do.
Alright.
Some trees.
So, aside
guy's
from the
burning
blinding
hands on
blizzard in
himself.
our face, what else is there?
Make a perception check.
Can we even see far enough to see anything?
We'll see with this perception check.
12.
The snow is in your eyes. You try and like hold your eyes open to like get a good look, and like, immediately snow pelts you in the face. It's somehow snowing and hailing at the same time.
I want to go home.
You just said you were home.
I know, it's conflicting. Contradictory, but...
We need to find some sort of shelter.
I agree.
You guys can go ahead and make perception checks as well.
I don't see anything.
I will give you guys. I'll give. Oh,
Nat
that's 20.
20!
All right, never mind. Fuck me, right? All right. So Alexia, you strain your eyes as the biting winds hit you, and your cheeks go numb, and like the liquid from your eyeballs, like almost feels like it's like kind of frozen a little bit. Like you have to blink a couple times. It's like, oh, it hurts so bad. However, your elven heritage kind of kicks in, and you're just like, all right, focus. And you look, and this is a frozen tundra-like landscape. There is nothing for miles and miles around. However, you look up, or you look around, and up on a hill, maybe you gather probably a 30-minute walk from here. There's a large ice structure just jutting out of the ground, just whoosh.
Ice cube.
It is, architecture-wise, it kind of similar to a tower. And this is the only thing here.
Dude, we're totally in Frozen. Oh my god.
If it helps you envision Frozen, fine.
Oh my god. We're gonna find Elsa.
Alexia, what do you see with those elven eyes?
So good.
Because I can't see anything as you see like this pile up of snow just covering my eyes.
I would quote Legolas if I remembered what he said. But
They're taking the Hobbit's eyes and go
is that what he said?
at some point,
Oh.
but no,
Not then.
not then.
Well, as far as I can tell, we're in a frozen tundra and there's nothing around. But in the far distance, maybe about a 30-minute walk away, there's an ice tower. Some sort of structure made of ice.
Alright. It's better than nothing. I mean, if everything else is wasteland for as far as the eye can
Miles
see.
on it. I will lead us there. Stay close. Follow my steps.
Alright. I'm like... loop my arm through your right arm, and I'm...
I push him off. Too close.
No! I can't see!
Too close.
Alright.
It's cold. We need to stay together.
Alright, fine. I take the rope out of my basic gear and tie it around my waist and then tie it around Varys.
That's a good call.
Tie it around Ithlin. Ithlin, where are you in the party? Behind me or behind Varys?
I came in last.
Alright. Tie it around Ithlin when he comes in.
Alright. I will tie rope around you.
Lame.
Where the fuck did the DM go?
He's gone.
He checked out.
We don't know what
Just
to do
us now.
anymore. We're wandering around.
Just standing in a circle now. As Ithlin then tied the rope onto me.
My bag has some markers in it.
Those are important.
So we're all attached with a rope at this point.
Okay.
And we're heading towards the ice tower.
In that case, we will do a group check. So all of you make survival checks.
Survival!
Actually, you have a destination in mind.
Yeah.
I'll say all of you do constitutions checks.
Constitution. Saving throw or check?
Just check. And we'll do a group majority.
I'm better at just checks than saving throws. Oh, that's bad.
I got 22.
8?
9.
Okay.
Alexia wins.
You two are struggling a lot, but Alexia, that fiery will inside
your
of her,
voice.
whatever it is, it will increase your trip by another 20 minutes. But Alexia does pull you guys through.
Just kind of look around. Oh, by the gods, what fresh hell is this?
I turn every like. When
Has Ethel ever seen ice before or snow? That's a good question, actually.
I mean, probably not.
Every once in a while.
Not like in this capacity. We're in like the North Pole, man.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering if like that's the first time he's ever seen snow, and he's like, nope, not a fan.
I mean, not like this.
Anyway, when I feel like they're lagging
it.
behind or like getting stuck, I just encourage them. I turn around, and just stay strong, boys. We're almost there. We will get there together.
So all of
I
those,
just constantly think about how I'm going to
And with
die.
that, you guys get a bardic inspiration.
so all that does is increase your travel time, which means that more negatives will happen to you guys. So
Yeah.
for the first 30 minutes,
Oh,
you guys will take 10 points of cold damage.
oh.
No!
As the hail slams into you guys over and over again. Alexia braces you guys so you don't fall behind or get buried in the snow, but it does hurt. But then you'll take half that amount again. So this time you'll take 6 points of damage. You're going to take a total of 16 points of damage as you travel. Biting hail crashing into your face. The cold alone just shivers down your spine. The supernatural cold, whatever it is frigid. And you are feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Finally, you guys get to the base of the tower, however.
Alexia, can you imagine that this all happened because you refused to dance with me?
I look at him sternly. That is not why this
Oh, I
happened.
forgot to get you guys' minis out.
I'm pretty sure this is why this happened.
We're so covered in snow, we don't even look like our minis now.
That's fine. I just forgot to get them out.
What
And my mini's not wearing a winter coat.
brand of minis did you buy?
So some of these I got from Matt Cave. Some of these I got from a game I bought that, as expensive as it is, it comes with a lot of minis and it's actually really worth it.
For the life of me, I like you can't find dual-wielding elves with like a hood on.
Yeah, hoods are hard.
It's like I couldn't find one.
Apparently, a lot of the time you gotta buy.
Look,
minis
everybody,
and
I
then
painted
take them
Alexia.
apart and glue them back together with other parts.
I painted Alexia.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That is badass. When am I gonna get painted?
You're
That's Dritz, but I could paint him, honestly.
Oh,
Not
is this
blue.
Dritz?
No, that's not Dritz. What Varys is
Dabba-dee.
Dritz.
The blue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, what is your guys' formation? You're in the front.
Me, then Varys,
Alexia,
then
me.
Okay.
I'll tie it up with a rope.
Although I always do my best to try and like get right next to Alexia because I'm cold.
Okay.
Oh.
So you're in the front, Alexia. I will let you make the perception check again.
Okay.
You're basically, at this point, you're hauling dead weight behind you as well, as the boys are very cold and
The boys.
they're kind of
My
struggling
boys.
as it goes. Like they'll fall in the snow and like pick themselves back up, and makes them colder, and so they start lagging behind even more. But you are the driving force behind this, and because you guys because you tied yourselves to each other,
God, we'd have just been lost.
yeah.
Oh God.
So good job. That was a good plan. What'd you get total?
19.
19. You see it. You see up on in front of the tower. At first, it's liquid, which is surprising in this landscape. These liquid begin like forming up and just kind of like, and then they turn into like kind of a humanoid form, and then they completely freeze over.
I'm gonna cast fire at
Are they
them.
giant eel snowmen?
So they kind of looked like this one at first, but because they are frozen, their elements have changed.
Oh no.
I would like
What do they
to.
look like? I was distracted.
Oh,
That last one.
Ooh, elementals.
I conjure pact weapon, and then I cast tongues on myself.
Okay.
Why do you do that?
Can
You're gonna talk to them?
Why would you attack someone just because of the way they look? Judge not based on thine appearance. Judge someone based on the content of their character.
Roll a, if you want to do both those things at once, roll a dexterity check
Oh,
and see how fast you are. Not very.
Ooh.
So we're going to roll initiative instead. I will say you can do one or the other of those things, not both.
well, I start by doing pact weapon because I need it for spellcasting.
Everyone go through on the shield, guys.
All
I
right.
take out my bow and quiver.
Let's
And
go.
put those on.
Okay.
Damn, son.
Varys and Ithlin, you are currently
Oh.
afflicted with frostbite. So your attacks will be at disadvantage.
Is this melee attacks?
Melee attacks.
Ooh.
Time to cast fire magic.
Okay. 25 to 20.
Ooh, Varys.
Yeah, I got really bad too. Nope, keep going.
Okay. 25 to 20, 20 to 15.
15, baby.
Okay.
Do I go first even though I'm behind everyone?
I got 8. Yep.
10 to 5.
I got 8.
11.
Okay. So Varys and then Alexia.
So what happens with us being tied?
Your movement is reduced to probably about 10 feet. Unless you use a round to detach yourself. Or an action to do so, rather. It can be a bonus action or an action, I don't care. I'll give you the choice. But you have to have a bonus action to do that. It will be my go first.
Varys has plans.
Varys has plans.
Alright. So. So, they spend their turn running up to you guys, and you can tell that whatever it is, they seem to be hindered by the snow as much as you are. As they walk forward, just kind of like... They walk much slower. They actually spend their entire action dashing up to you guys to get to you, and they are done. And so after that is Ithlin.
Let's see.
So do they appear to have hostile intent, or are they just walking toward
They
this?
appear hostile.
No.
Okay, so cone.
It's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but it's from like one.
If you do it that way, yes.
So, but it's
But your point of origin, no matter what.
yeah. I'm point of origin, so it's one in any direction.
Yes. And then whatever direction you choose, it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
So like
1.
1, 1, 2.
No. Varys is 1. So it'd
Okay.
be 1, 1, 2, or 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3.
So I can hit both of them.
Yeah. You hit Alexia and Varys too.
Mm-hmm.
I need to like draw a picture of like how cones work because I can never remember that.
So check it out. Looks just
Check
like
it
this.
out.
So it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
So
or
point of origin is here.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Point of origin is you. So you'd be,
So
you'd be
wherever I'm
standing here.
standing.
And then 1, 1, 2, or 1, 1, 1, 2. It can go in either direction. Go left or right.
Okay.
By the way, these are what cones look like.
Oh, okay. So but it's like three points right here. I'm confused by how many of these I get to choose.
So you can only choose... You can choose what direction you're facing.
Yes.
So, this is you. So it's...
Okay.
Or you can go to the right instead. When you get the middle point, you can choose left or right, but that's it. Either way, it
Okay.
does this.
I see.
So that's what your cone will look like either way.
Okay, so from point of origin, it's 3 squares in an L,
Yes.
or 3 squares in a
It's all
straight
of
line.
them. It's all of them at once.
Oh, it's all
Yeah, because
6.
it goes 1,
Yes.
2.
Assuming it's a
3,
15-foot cone, then yes.
Okay, cool.
Because the cone.
That makes more
So
sense.
it's,
Starts small and then goes-
it starts small and spreads out as it goes.
Yeah. Okay,
So
cool.
yes, you can cast Burning Hands. I assume that's what you're trying to cast.
Correct.
You'll hit both of them, but you'll also hit Varys and Alexia.
Oh, that's true.
It's cold. They might be okay with it though. I don't know.
I would. You'd be able to get the snow out of my eyes
Like warming us
that
up
I've built
a
up.
little.
Like, I'm actually starting to, like, accumulate so much snow around my head. Like, if you put a carrot and, like, some rocks, I would look like a snowman.
I'll name you Olaf.
Hmm?
I'll name you Olaf.
Oh, yes.
You end up looking at the snowman.
Is that the name of the snowman from Frozen?
Mm-hmm.
You said Olaf, and all I thought was like, I think it was like Lemony Snicket's
Oh. Yeah.
series of unfortunate
Count
snowmen.
Olaf!
Count Olaf! It's Jim Carrey. I was like, I don't look like Jim Carrey yet.
Yes. Alright, so
That Netflix one is way better, by the way.
anyway, it's up to you.
Fuck it, I'll do it. If you guys make your deck save, you'll take half.
Yeah, that
So
that is definitely the Alexia style of mentality.
Yeah, go ahead and make dexterity saves.
You guys are in the
Whatever
way.
Your save is.
So it's
It's your intelligence plus your proficiency plus 8. I assume. Is it an Eldritch Blast or an Eldritch Knight thing you're doing?
Yeah.
Or is it a Warlock thing you're doing?
Your save will be 8 plus your proficiency plus your modifier, which is intelligence for Eldritch Knights, right?
I think so.
Okay. So 8 plus... What's your proficiency right now?
4.
So 12, and then what's your intelligence modifier?
Yeah. Okay, I fail.
Plus 4.
So it is 16.
Oh,
Woo! 17!
There you
I
go.
still fail.
Okay.
Oh.
So Alexia will take half damage, and you'll take that.
I've rolled 3 4s in a row
That's depressing.
Dude, get a
one,
different
on
die.
3 different dice.
one of them...
3 different.
One of them does not.
Right.
Guys, this is bullshit.
So go ahead and roll damage. So it's...
3d6.
Yep.
Just do max. Just max punishment.
Oh. Okay, so I almost did do max, so there's 11, and then I gotta roll one more. 11. 13. 13 damage.
So I take 6. Or
Yes.
7.
You take 6, they'll take 13. You round down. So you take 6, you take 13. They will take... Okay, well, this is complicated. Okay. Okay. Nope. Anything else?
Let's see.
That is a spell, so it is your action to cast that spell. Your bonus action attack comes from cantrips, so you can either second wind or action surge.
I have more cantrips now, so let's see. How would my accuracy work, kind of like in this environment for like spells, like?
Spells are fine. It's just using a weapon is hard. With a failed Constitution save, like you guys said earlier. Alexia's fine, but
Correct.
you guys are shivering in your boots right now.
It's terrible.
Not so much though. Actually, I'll say this: you guys get blasted with a gout of fire. You manage to dodge some of it, but at first it feels really good, and then you're like, oh no, that's way too hot actually.
It's too hot.
But you are currently warmed up, so your disadvantage is gone.
My whiskers have been seared.
I helped.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll Eldritch Blast one if I can cantrip.
So you would action cantrip, bonus action attack. That's the Eldritch Knight thing.
Oh.
So you already use your action to cast an actual spell.
Oh.
So cantrip's not an option.
Oh.
So unless you want to action surge your second wind, you are done.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Varys, you're up.
Alright. Did this rope burn at all since I failed to get out of the way?
I will say yeah, actually. Good question.
My rope!
Yeah, I know, right?
The
Yeah, we
rope
all have
connecting you
things
guys
that
is...
Oh,
alright.
well, I guess something good came out of getting blasted in the back by
We
fire.
don't have to use an
Thanks,
action to get rid of
Dick! Alright, move back 5, 10, 15 feet. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast this one.
Okay.
They're both 20, and it bothers me, so I'm going to change this one to 19.
Okay, sure.
So number
Does that
19.
mean I have to move
No.
and get attacked?
So 3 attacks.
Oh, yes. Actually. Can I hex first? I forgot that was a thing.
It's a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Alright, I'd like to hex number 19. And these are big blocks of ice?
They are giant, pointy humanoids with spikes jutting out of them. They are completely frozen over, but they seem to have modified their form.
I will choose the strength for their disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Alright. The lowest was a 17. And the other two were 26.
So 17 will miss.
Okay, so the others...
You
I
guys
assume
will
hit?
hit though. Yes.
Ooh.
One of them you fire at it and it kind of glances off of its icy shell. The other two though.
Alright. So... do they care about necrotic damage or force damage at all?
No.
Okay. So I'll just give you the total for everything then. So 10, 7...
Actually, give me the force damage.
Force damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me the force damage last, rather.
Sure. So... 6 plus 12. So that's 18 total from the necrotic and 11 from force. So 29 damage total that I just did.
Okay. Alright. Your attack slams them and cracks begin forming all across them.
And then I give one of them the finger.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Alright, Lexia, you're up.
If I move, do they get an attack of opportunity?
Yes. They are
I
large
can
creatures,
only
actually. They are
leave.
4 squares big, so I'll put them kind of in the middle there. They encompass those 4 squares. They are large creatures.
It's only kind of terrifying.
Do I have to use an action to disengage from each of them?
No, just once.
Okay.
But that'd get rid of your attack action.
Well, one attack action.
You only have one attack action.
Unless you get action surge and...
Oh, got it. Okay.
Maybe you should have been a rogue so that at second level you could disengage as a bonus.
The nose knows. How do you want to do this? Not how do you want to do this, but how do you want to do this?
Mm.
How close to each other are they? By like 5 or 10?
That'll be 5.
So they're within like the 10 feet range.
Yes.
If I hit one of them, the other one would get the
Yes,
damage.
they're large creatures, so they take up they take up 4 squares.
Alright, then I'm just gonna move and take the attacks.
Okay. Neither of them hit you.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to mark 19 with Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look at that pro.
I will use an explosive arrow, or my moonlight arrows, whatever we're calling my light arrows,
Light arrow.
whatever we're calling them.
Yes.
My light arrow, as well as.
Oh no, I think we sold on Moonshot.
Oh my god. Fine. Moonshot. Yeah, I'll use a moonshot arrow.
Okay, and so it's an arcane shot and a moonshot.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'll do bursting arrow with the moonshot
Okay.
and Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Mm-hmm. 16.
16 just barely misses. It glances off, and the arrow explodes in the distance.
Alright, we'll attempt that again. So, moonshot, bursting arrow.
Okay.
Woo! 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, so that's 2 exploding arrows gone. And arcane shot. Okay. And you want the force damage separate?
Yes.
Okay, so 2d6 for that. D8 for arrow. Moonshot. And another d6. Okay. Hmm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14.
To the initial one hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 14.
Woo! Max force damage. 12 force damage to both.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
And that's it.
Large cracks begin forming on both of them.
Force damage is the way to go, apparently.
Anything else?
I already used my bonus on that. Nope.
Alright. So they're again gonna move their slow asses towards you guys. Need everybody to make a strength saving throw.
No.
14.
13.
18.
Ithlin, you're the only one who passes.
Oh.
So, the two of you, water begins jutting up from the ground around you guys and almost instantaneously freezes as it wraps up around you guys. You both are considered grappled currently,
No.
Oh, come on!
as well as you have to take damage. You guys will take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Unfortunately, you guys are medium-sized creatures, so
That's it.
you guys are both considered grappled. You take 17 points of damage. I will need... Let's see. We'll just have one hit, Ithlin. Makes 2 attacks on you.
Disadvantage.
She hasn't hit you yet. It's true. So a little worse. It's like 19, which just barely hits you. Second attack will also hit you. You'll take a total of 21 points of bludgeoning damage. As a huge ice fish just into you. After that's you, Ithlin. You're up.
So I had disadvantage to hit?
You currently, yes, with your weapons, yes. You are still... The blast of fire from your hands felt good momentarily, but you're still shivering after it happens.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and attack him anyway.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 and nat 20.
No. It's still 20 to hit, so.
That'll hit. You having a good time, Mr. Krabs? Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Nice. Could go for some nachos, though.
18 damage.
So how much?
I'm attacking number 20.
How much
right?
without the cold damage?
13?
Alright. As the necrotic and ice rangers kind of form around your blade and swing into it, and the necrotic begins to eat away at it, but the cold just stops and becomes a part of it and doesn't do anything. So that's your first attack?
Let's try again.
Alright.
Oh, nat 1.
Oh no.
So I don't hit him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your hands are so cold that as you swing with your second one, your arm actually kind of locks up, and you have to pull against it to try and swing. You just can't.
Let's try again.
Okay.
Uh, 14.
14 will miss, unfortunately.
Dang.
bonus action to hit or second wind?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Don't use your bonus action at all?
I don't have anything I can do.
You can swing again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Let's see if I hit him. Nope, that doesn't hit him. That's like 11?
Yeah, 11 misses, unfortunately. The good news is that after a couple rounds of combat, your body begins to warm up in the heat of battle, and disadvantage is not next turn.
Oh.
After Ithlin is Varus. So I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I choose not to do so.
Okay, so you are still grappled.
Alright.
Hold on. So you'll take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
I use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, cool. So they get a dexterity save.
I think that's how that works.
Yeah, and they're within range of
Spell
each other.
save, DC.
So they both get one, and I'm pretty sure they both fail.
I think it's just the one target. The one that hit me with its...
I think it's in the area, though.
It's one creature.
Oh,
so
okay.
19.
Okay.
And...
He fails either way. The total was 14.
let's see. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 6, 18. So yeah.
Yeah, he fails.
Alright, so I'm casting this at second level, so it's 3d10 fire damage.
Okay.
2, 3. 14.
So the area is filled with a cloud of steam and smoke, and it's extremely hot and warm. And when the steam kind of clears momentarily, the creature is melted into a pile of just nothing.
Oh, does it die?
Yes, it is dead.
Oh!
Nice.
What about the thing that it has encasing me? Is it still there?
Yes.
Okay.
So that includes both you and Alexia, actually.
I was gonna do something completely different on my turn, but since it just died,
Or actually, no, you guys are both still encased in ice. This does not go away once it dies. So, you guys are still encased in ice, unfortunately.
I will use my bonus action to move the hex onto 20.
Okay.
Again, choosing strength. And I will Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. Oh, shit. Well, I think you said 17 missed earlier, right?
Yes.
So 20 something?
20 will hit.
Alright.
Give me that sweet force damage separate.
So 10 necrotic damage and 4 force.
Alright. Your one attack seems to definitely just more cracks form all over as it slams into it. The other ones weaken it enough for the third blast to kind of like...
And I am done.
Alright, Alexia, you're up. 19 is down. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
$16.
That is enough to free yourself from the icy grasp.
To move Hunter's Mark, is that a bonus action to move it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay. So I do that.
Okay.
And I will attempt a bursting arrow on number
Okay.
20.
Make an attack roll.
Ugh, 17.
17 just barely misses.
Okay. Do it again. Bursting arrow.
There we go.
Hey, there you go. That'll definitely hit.
Can I just roll?
You can roll damage, but it is dead. So your arrow slams into it. So much so the radiation from your arrow goes off, and it kind of does an internal, like, you see the creature itself, this solid mass of ice. You see it quiver momentarily, and then it just whoosh, explodes in the ice shards.
Booyah. Okay.
Could you guys help me?
I walk over to Varys and try and break him free.
Okay.
What does that look like?
Just kind of
Hitting him.
heave him
Oh,
out of the
geez.
ground.
Alright, go ahead and make a strength check. Let's see if you can. I'll make it athletics. I can make it athletics. It is technically lifting something.
Okay. 15.
15. It's not quite as swift as you intended. You go, "Hurrah!" and then Varys is stuck momentarily, and you're like, "Hurrah!" and give it a little extra hump, and finally you hear the as Varys comes free.
Oh, thanks for that. I really didn't want to have to waste any of my super awesome magical abilities to get out of that.
So what's the blizzard situation now?
It is just as bad as it has been. But thankfully after that fight you guys are warmed up. And after getting blasted with fire, it's helpful. It is still cold and you are rapidly cooling down, and you're getting to that point where the adrenaline's kind of wearing off and it's starting to get cold again, and they're extremely cold rather.
So, are these broken ice structures, are they starting to melt again?
No, they're just ice. The one that turned into a puddle is now just frozen ice.
What do I have? I don't have anything to do what I want to do. Dang it. I was going to attempt to scoop up some of the liquid into my water skin. I was going to take this back with me and use it for the practical applications of thawing the alcohol. But, I suppose we should just move onward then.
I suggest we just hold hands instead of using a rope, because if we get in another fight,
Oh my.
we don't have to deal with the rope.
Okay.
I'm on your right side, holding my left hand out to you.
Alright. I take Varys' hand.
Before you is giant ice tower. Up close now you see how impressive it really is. It spans maybe a few hundred feet up, and it is large.
We approach.
Okay. You approach, and there is no door to see. You just see solid ice before you.
You can hold his hand.
Very interesting. There doesn't appear to be any like fine lines in the
No.
structure that indicates maybe there's a door that lowers.
Mm-mm. It is solid ice. Much like the ice you encountered in Vanden, it is solid ice.
I'd like to step back and see if there's any openings like up higher that we might be able to get to.
I'd like to just walk around the base of the structure to see if there's...
That takes you about 15 minutes to do so. This is a large structure all the way around. But yeah, it is solid ice. It does not have anything. And I'll save you a check. Like you do so, you look up above and you're trying to get a better view of it, and maybe even you jump or anything like that. And there seems to be no way in.
Can we climb?
You can try.
Like if I take arrows out and just...
You can try.
Crack my fingers and I'm like, alright. Well, if they're not going to open the door...
Are you gonna make one?
Pew pew pew! Yeah, I fire at the
Okay.
structure.
You do so, and you fire at the door, and some chunks kind of go off. Doesn't seem to be very effective, though. You definitely did damage to it, but it was not as effective as it could have been.
I continue until I drill a hole.
Okay. They are cantrips, so it's fine.
I shout...
I can help him.
I shout hello to see if anyone's in the tower.
Okay. It begins to echo slightly, and then the wind just and covers up your mouth or your sound entirely. Are you also casting Eldritch Blast?
Sure.
Okay.
I can do that now.
So you both begin to the door. You both do that, and take you guys.
Brute force it.
It takes you guys an entire hour as you do this, and you both are starting to get winded.
It's okay, we're not cold.
You're starting to get winded. You're starting to feel exhausted almost, and you're. After a while, though, you see you've made a small hole in the wall.
Oh, a small hole.
Yes.
I
would-
would. The hole.
Yeah. I want to send a little light through the hole. See if how far.
You
In
send
this
the
hole
you send the
goes.
light through. How do you do this?
I just make a little light and then like.
With
Oh, I don't have dancing lights anymore. Hey, Alexia.
What?
Do you think you could fire an arrow through this hole and have this on it? And then I touch the tip of her arrow and a little light
Okay.
ball appears. Just
I could.
fire it straight down this hole. See how far it goes.
Okay. I do so.
You do so, and it immediately lights up in like a crystalline kind of rainbowy kind of way as you fire it through and just whoosh, fills the area. Different gems, like not gems, but gem-like sparkles, different colors and rainbow-like hues just kind of like light up as it does so the light interacting with the ice inside.
We just sent it into a prism.
You can see a slight stairway leading up.
Dude, we're totally in prison. There's just no doorway.
Oh my god, this is gonna be such a waste. But I can see this, yes?
If Alexia tells you, sure.
Well, like, if I look through the hole, can I
Yeah.
see as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I look. Okay, so there's a staircase, and it looks as though could one or two people fit on the staircase?
You all could fit on the staircase. It is a large staircase.
Okay, here we go.
What's happening?
Probably dimension dooring us into the building.
Well,
Probably.
this is about to be quite the waste. But as we have not found any other means of getting inside of this place, I am able to get us in there, but it'll be one at a time, and I'm going to have to like go in and then go out and then go back in.
You still have burning hands left?
Yeah.
Just,
I could cast it a lot of times, actually.
or we could do it, my way. Just have me
Waste all your spells.
do some.
I will say
Shenanigans.
you have a bright idea to maybe use fire on the.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that. Like,
You do so, and the fire fans out from you, and it intensifies momentarily. You have to hold it for a few seconds to really get the effect, but you let it go, and there's enough for you guys to crawl through. It creates kind of a fan-like pathway for you guys to get in.
alright.
Ithlin, you're a smart fellow, yes?
Yes.
Why didn't we just do this in the first place?
Yeah, fine.
I'm
Just
Why-
do
why
it
did we
earlier.
Why do we spend a fucking hour poking a hole
Pew-pewing.
with little tiny blasts of energy when you have the ability to launch fire out of your hands?
I am still 88% drunk at best.
Alright. Fair.
Alright. Let me get a marker real quick. Where is Paper Hills? Ah, this will work.
I don't think Dimension Door can take multiple people at higher levels, so I would literally have to burn 3/4 level spells to do what I wanted to do.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that is a waste.
Good
Not
thing
all,
you
not all of it, just some of it.
good thing you have
I actually
fire
just need that
spell.
part of the race.
Yeah. Even though I didn't build my Eldritch Knight correctly, I still have a fire spell.
I mean, it came in handy.
It certainly did.
Yeah. Alright, so up and up you guys go. You guys could probably fit 5 or 6 to 7 people on the staircase
Oh wow.
Huge.
as you head up and up and up. And like I said, it's a couple hundred feet up. It's very vast. And as you guys walk up, it's almost like hiking a mountain as tall as this is. It takes a lot of energy. So, this is the stairs right here. So, You guys head up, and eventually... So when you first entered here, because the wind was not at your backs all of a sudden, it was slightly warmer. You weren't constantly being bombarded by cold. It's still cold in here, but not as cold.
It's no wind chill.
Yeah. And so as you guys head up, it was a bit relaxing. Eventually, though, you begin hearing the... as you start heading up further. Do you guys proceed?
Sure.
Alright. As you guys continue up, eventually the same kind of sparkle you saw before with Alexia's light interacting with the air, or the ice around it, the light from it, kind of fills the room as you head up, and there's still wind coming, but the entire top of the tower is filled ice just all the way to the top, crystalline spires, just whoosh, 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 whoosh. You guys look around, and there is gold piles and gems and all kinds of things all around you, completely encased in ice. And at the far end, a large reptilian creature,
Oh, a dragon.
also completely covered in ice,
Ice
sits at the
dragon.
far end.
Ice dragon.
Like, is it encased in a block of ice, or it just has ice all over it?
It's also encased in ice.
Oh.
Ice dragon.
Well, would you look at that?
This is easily several buildings large.
Oh, jeez.
What do you suppose it is?
Dragon of some
I've
sort.
never seen one before.
At this point, apart from
Fought
the
dragons.
We fought Chinese dragons.
the celestial kind of lizards you fought in Von Yang looks nothing like this. Up to this point, I'd say it's safe to say all of you believe dragons were myths. Up to this point,
I believe I forgot something down on the staircase. I'll be back in like an hour.
Okay.
Nope. I grabbed the back of his coat. You're not leaving.
Alright, so a treasure trove and some giant lizard stuck in the ice. What else is in the room?
that's it.
It's just interesting.
As you guys discuss amongst yourselves, the eyes of the dragon light up and shine this pale blue, just whoosh. And it begins speaking to you guys, and muffled through the ice, it's still powerful and frightening as it goes, "Who dares disturb my domain?"
Just a group of lost adventurers. It's quite a nice place you have here.
Yes, it has taken me a lifetime to collect. What baubles do you carry?
Bottles.
Do you add to my collection?
If we do we go free?
That remains to be seen.
We're looking for some answers in regards to how a human city was turned into a frozen land.
I care not for your human cities. You are trespassers in my domain. Presumptuous.
Should
I owe
probably
you
pay up.
nothing. And cracks begin forming around the treasure trove and itself. Just
I have a bit of gold on me. Would you like some gold?
Your attitude has angered me.
Tell me, if this is your land, then by what means has a portal opened in ours? Is this by your doing?
As I said, I care not for human lands. You are invaders.
Perhaps you should care if there's a portal from your land to the human world. Shouldn't that portal be closed off as to not have intruders anymore?
And the invaders will be met with the same fates. And the staircase behind you with ice.
Wow, good job, guys.
Hey, all I'm saying
All you
is
had to
maybe
do was
we
pay
could mutually help each other close the portal.
The ice around it cracks and shatters.
In response, I would like to cast heroism on the party.
Make a dexterity check, see if you're fast enough.
I need to figure out what level I want to try and do this at. I think it's 3rd.
You were trying to beat its dexterity, so if you were fast enough, I'll allow you to do so. As you look that up, though, the ice shatters away from it. Parts of the ice on the gold begin shattering away and cracking all around it. And it stands up and then furls its massive wings. Each one as big as Castle Vannon itself, as it unfurls them. And it stands before you, this gargantuan creature, and it would like initiative.
I just wanted to help.
If only I was high enough level to go into my
Jerk.
warlock house. I really want that ability. It's really fun.
Alright. It's 25 to 20.
Nope.
Luckily, it's a slow beast.
I have not rolled higher than a 10 since my performance checks.
20 to 15.
16.
Anyone else?
Nope.
15 to 10.
8.
14.
14. Alright. Alexia, you start us off. I'm sorry if you guys died.
This is all your fault.
No,
Oh, I
we could have sat on the stairs for a half hour. But you guys decided to keep going. I can't die, but I don't know about you guys.
I'm probably dead.
I don't know. I play tested this and asked other people, and I was assured this would not kill you guys. It will be hard, but it should not kill you guys. So we will see.
Maybe if we were at full health.
We're already dead. Yeah.
Would you guys like the retcon so you took a short rest beforehand?
I'm gonna be helpful.
Sure.
Like,
Shush.
like we were on the stairs,
I'll use my bonus
and it was
action.
cold, and as soon
It's
as
not a bonus action. We're retconning the short rest, so you use hit die, I assume?
Oh.
I
What we're doing
use,
is like right now.
We're retconning, so say you guys heal up to full, and you got whatever short rest abilities you had, and then use the appropriate hit die for it. You guys
Are we
barely,
assuming they?
you guys barely took damage, so I'll say mark off 2 hit die, and then you guys are full health.
I'm bloodied.
Okay, well you mark off 4 then. We'll
Oh,
say
that's
mark off 4 hit die. You two mark off 2 hit die. Whatever abilities you get back in the short rest, you have back.
Let's see, 2, 8, 13, 20,
I'd like you guys as prepared as possible, so.
18.
So we will retcon that. Now, Alexia, you start us off.
Do I get my arcane shots in short rest?
Does it come back on a short rest?
I don't remember.
42.
I don't remember it.
Can I have Xanathar's thingy?
Wow, what are you asking
Do
about?
arcane shots come back in the short
Arcane
rest?
shots, short or long?
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure too, but I don't know.
You'd be a fighter, so. Oh wow, I opened like, see the page. Arcane. Short or long?
Cool. Everyone good?
Yep.
Alright, Alexia, you're up. We gotta hurry. So.
I
Well,
still
then don't
do.
give us a fucking
Quick
dragon.
firing rounds! Alexia, you're up. Varys, you're on deck.
Shit, dog. So I'm marking it with Hunter's Mark as my bonus action.
Alright.
Like I was trying to say. And then I'll do a grasping arrow with moonshot.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
16.
16, you fire, then it whoosh, off its scales.
Doing it again.
That'll hit.
Okay, grasping.
I'm imagining this is like a Monster Hunter encounter, and you have like a horn, and you have a bow, and I have like little swords.
Do you want to?
No. If
Split
it's
the
cold,
damage
just let
or
me know if
just-
it's cold.
Nope. 23 damage.
Alright. 23 damage. Your first arrow glances off of its thick, scaly hide. Kshing! Doesn't even leave a mark on it. However, your second arrow, you fire again. Push! You hear, not so much as a damage at the scales itself, but you hear more of a kind of... It shrieks in pain as it hits, and it's more force damage than anything, as it kind of leaves it would leave a scuff there, if anything.
Well, it was a grasping arrow, so there's brambles now.
Yes, it begins enveloping itself in brambles. Do you have another attack?
No, I don't.
You have 3 attacks.
I used my bonus. The first one missed, and I used the second one.
You have 3 attacks whenever you make a standard attack action, though. Yes.
Yeah, 'cause
You
you're-
attack. So you have 1 more attack.
Okay.
You have 11 levels of fighter, so you have 3 attacks.
Then I'll try a sharpshooter.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Just barely hits.
So, arrow, hunter's mark. 25 damage.
25 damage. Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Varys, what do you do?
Oh shit. Well guys, it was nice knowing you. I dip. No, I'm
What?
just kidding.
Oh no.
He's like, I'm out.
It's like a very real thing that I could
Dimension
dip.
door, bye.
No,
You could get away, actually, Dimension Door.
yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I could get away with you guys. I don't know about that.
You gonna exit?
No, I'm going to get in between everybody and touch Itlin and Alexia, and we're heroes. I cast heroism at 3rd level.
What does that do?
You get... I don't know if it's at the start of your turn or when the spell starts. Or
Happy heal spell.
It gives you temporary hit points equal to my casting ability modifier, which is 6 currently. So, spell ends. We're immune to being frightened.
Dick.
And at the start of
Telehealth.
each of your turns, you get 6 temporary hit points.
Cool. How long does that last?
For a minute or until I lose concentration. Okay. Cool. Wow, I feel a lot better now. I believe in you, Alexia. You can do this. You have the sharpest eyes and the truest aim that I've ever seen. Take your bardic inspiration. So you got a D8.
4 to hit.
To hit, saving throw, and ability checks. And I'm going to move the fuck out of the way now. Okay. Yeah, I move right there.
Alright.
Don't hurt me, Mr. Dragon.
You just like put your roll down.
Alright, anything else, Varys?
Nope, that was my action, bonus, and move.
Alright. Where are the cone charts and the PH or the DMG? We pulled them up.
There's one in Xanathar's, I think. Oh, a cone chart?
Yes, for the different kinds of cones.
There's... should still be in here. Fuck. Here's the page. Dungeon Master Tool. Area effects on a grid. Page 86.
Who did?
Dungeon
Who?
Master
Dungeon
Tools.
Master Tools.
Oh.
I mean, here's this.
Sure. Put that on the grid. So.
He takes up 9 squares.
Yep. And then you were just barely out of range. I need you two to make a. Give me a sec. Constitution saving throw. Yep.
17.
17.
23.
Alright, Ithlin, you will fail. Lexi, you'll succeed. Lucky so far. Alright. Let me add that up real quick. Kill him.
Chat, you know it's bad when the DM needs a calculator.
It's a lot, yeah. Luckily, though, I rolled a lot of 1s for the damage. So, Ithlin, you'll take a total of 42 cold damage. And Alexia, you will take 21 cold damage.
So dumb. You still like pass shit and you still get a fuck ton of damage.
You take half of you succeed.
It's still dumb. Fucking succeeded. Don't mess with me.
That being said, we'll try and pass your TET, or your... What's your save for,
14.
14?
Athletics.
Natural 20. So the crystalline brambles around it actually turn to ice around it and shatter. That will be its action, though. So after it is Ithlin.
Well, that was amazing.
Yeah, you feel the cold from it, but you don't take the damage. But you feel it just... It basically shot a blizzard out of its mouth as it just launches ice, just whoosh, and it blows your cloak and your hair like back, and it's like stuck in a position, as a matter of fact, when it's done, and you just barely avoided that blast.
Ithlin, you get 6 temporary hit points at the start of your turn.
You're up, my dude.
What is Hexblade's Curse? Is it a spell?
It's just an ability that you use your bonus action for.
Okay, so it's a bonus action.
Yes, sir.
And it makes it so
Now is a good time to use it.
Yeah, I didn't write that down. I should have. It's a bonus action.
You crit on
I told you about
19s,
it.
and you add your proficiency.
Yeah, I wrote down
damage.
what it does, just not like...
And you have to be within 30 feet of your target, which you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You are within 30 feet.
Exactly 35.
Yeah, I wrote that down, so I'll remember. Forgot to bring those spell cards that I bought.
Oh, yeah.
Of course I'd forget to bring them.
It's fine. We for the most part, we know what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote most of it down. So I'm gonna hex it, for sure.
Hexblade's Curse it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Definitely gonna do that.
Alright, so you crit on 19s now, and you will deal your proficiency damage, or your proficiency as a bonus damage.
Yep, extra damage.
Yep. So you do that, that was your bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have a movement and your action still.
Mm-hmm. So...
You can get right up to it.
Yeah. Right, let's attack him.
Okay.
Uh, 23.
I'll definitely hit. Don't calculate the cold damage though.
Yeah. 18 damage.
Alright. Alright. Despite the cold having no effect against this creature, as you slam your sword into it, you still manage to loosen some of the scales on it, and it doesn't really roar out in pain so much as it kind of looks down at you and glowers at you as you're being an annoyance at this point.
Alright.
3 more attacks.
Let's go. Can I use points of luck on attacks?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's use.
You can use them for.
I thought you could use them for
anything,
anything.
yeah.
That's what I thought.
And as far as I know, there's no limitation on using them once a roll or anything like that. Like you could use all 3 in one roll if you wanted
Just
to.
use them all.
I have not seen anything that says you can only do it once a time. So.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah,
3
let's
times.
use a point on that one. That was
Okay.
not gonna hit him. Oh, I rolled the same thing.
Use another point of luck.
Let's use another one. I'm gonna save
2?
Save at least one. Gotta use it for something else. Okay, there we go. That's better. Worth it. That was almost a crit. So sad. That was an 18.
Ooh. 2 away.
So. Well, I
Or
Or
hexed
1
him.
away. In general.
One
I meant
away.
like either one of those will crit. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's super close.
Anyway, so it's like a 20 plus something. Right?
Yeah, it's way over 20.
What's the total?
Like 20.
It's like 27.
That definitely hits.
This would be the fight to use literally everything.
Oh
by the way.
yes. Oh yes.
Blow all your loads.
Lilin.
You guys use all of your abilities and you barely survive the battle. Now the mother arrives. Oh, shit.
So those of you who know what this means, this is skinned as an ancient dragon, but I have lowered its stats to make sense for the party. So, we will see how it goes.
11 damage. I'm probably gonna fucking die is what's gonna happen.
Maybe.
It's going poorly.
I'm hoping, like, you don't die. But this is
I'm
the fight
standing
now.
right in front of him.
Yeah.
Bad spot to be, man.
That's all I can do.
If we live through this, we're going to be so rich because I'm going to make a bomb-ass recipe for dragon sandwiches.
You have 2 more attacks.
Okay, let's go.
Go for it. It's 7:31, so you want to speed things up.
Action, sir.
Do you have to leave it at 15 still?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
That'll probably hit him. Let's see, 22.
that'll hit.
Alright. Jeez. 12 damage. Man, those ones on that D8.
Right?
Oh, it's painful. It's painful, man.
Alright. It looks like you are starting to deal damage to it.
Alright, last one, man. Let's go. Use my last point of luck.
Okay.
So that was not gonna hit him. There, that's better. Let's see, 25.
25 will hit.
Uh, 12 damage. And that's it for me.
Did you action, sir?
Oh,
Was that 4 attacks also?
yeah, that was all of my attacks.
Okay,
I
so
probably should
You can action surge and get 3 more attacks.
Yeah, I should do that. That would be a good idea.
We fuck it and action surge?
Fuck it, baby.
Alright.
I don't know if you're going to live through the next attack that it does. On you,
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
I will
actually.
tell you guys for a fact. Depends on this baby right here.
Why does it gotta be red?
Because these are my demon dice. They do the work. For those of you who are watching and don't know, a dragon gets his breath weapon back on a 5 or a 6. So every turn depends if it can breathe on you or not.
That's not gonna. 14.
Pretty sure that misses.
14.
14 misses.
Yeah.
You slam into it and it looks away from you. It's like, okay, never mind. Not threatening.
Uh, 18.
18 misses.
So sad. Oh no, that's not gonna hit.
Oh boy.
So sad.
What's the last one?
11.
Unfortunately, after you deal damage to it, you feel this is all or nothing now, and you charge yourself forward, and you swing again, and you drop your weapons to your side and look at the damage you did, and it's nothing. You didn't even leave a scratch on it. And it has looked away from you at this point as it ignores you completely. Alexia, you're up.
You gain 6 temporary hit points. Did you mark that down, Ithlin? That you have 6 temporary hit points?
I'll tell you this, you guys are fucking lucky you're immune to fear right now. Varys may have turned the tide in your favor.
Sounds like you don't want us to win.
I just
No.
You're all pouting
I
about
just
what
want
we
you guys
can't-
to
what the dragon
appreciate. I want you guys to
can't do
appreciate
us.
Varys. Varys has literally turned the tide in your favor.
look, man. I just wanted potentially 60 more health to fight this thing.
I'm just saying, Varys has turned the tide in your favor.
Alright, so I'll do a bursting arrow, light arrow, or moonshot. Yeah.
Alright. So, bursting arrow, moon arrow, gotcha. That will hit Ithlin.
That's 20 to hit.
20 just barely hits.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, man. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Phew.
What does his Hexblade's curse look like, by the way?
It is a green and blackish kind of eldritch energy that forms around the creature. It's kind of similar to yours. It slowly forms into, like, the wisp at the end of the tendrils will appear into, like, a mouth shape and then disappear. And then become like a tentacle, kind of like curling around for a moment, and then disappearing again, become like a mouth. And
I
it
was
just
just
interchanges between those.
I was thinking of how ridiculous it is that we both have, like, tentacle patrons.
27.
And now it's just going to be, like, all over this dragon.
It's gonna be gross.
Alright. That definitely hits those surrounding it. It looked away from Ithlin because as you shot it, it goes whoosh into its face. And Ithlin's swinging away at it, and it looks away from Ithlin and looks at you, and it goes... It's like a dragon, you kind of like...
Oh, yeah. Ithlin, you take 9 damage. Sorry, bud.
It's not that much.
This is not the time for friendly fire, though.
Oh, down from the magic number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna do bursting arrow, light arrow,
69.
and sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter? Alright, go for it. Heart of the dice.
Just crit.
What was that?
It's a 5.
Well, I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Ooh, alright, what's the total so far?
12.
Alright, you need an 8 on the dice.
Aww,
So close.
6.
Yeah, so it bumps us up to an 18. Varys' words ring in your head as you fire your arrow, and and the dragon was kind of blurry momentarily, and you focus, and you fire, and it hits it in the face of its huge, scaly mouth, but chinks off of it, doesn't deal any damage. So that's 2 attacks, your 3rd attack?
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Alright.
Bursting, sharpshooter, light.
Alright.
Nat 20!
Nat 20! Woo!
Okay, that makes up for your miss.
Alright, give me some damage, girl.
Okay, do I re-roll everything?
All of your dice, yes. So you'll roll all those twice. Also, this is a crit on Ithlin, though, so keep that in mind.
No, that's fine.
Okay, that's not bad.
So,
12,
add all that together, add your dexterity modifier, then add 10.
17, 2.
I'd rather make a new character than have the campaign be over, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I like Ithlin. I won't let you die.
I like him too, but
I agonized over the drow part, where I was like, how can I fucking keep him alive, maybe? Because I was like,
this is the worst possible situation to put him in.
yeah, because I was just like, fuck, they are gonna kill you. You're
Okay, so you
useless
get
at this
19
point.
damage.
Oof.
God
Okay.
damn.
I had to RP it, man.
I know.
I had to do it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate.
I
putting
knew-
in that decision.
I knew it was a fucking bad idea.
Dragon takes 61.
61.
Holy shit!
Nice job.
Was that my second or third? That was my third.
That's your
one,
third
right?
attack.
Okay,
Third
action
attack.
surging.
There it
Ooh,
is.
there it is.
This.
So that last attack, as you fire, it grins at you as your attack scrapes across its face, and then you fire your arrow again, and you give yourself a little smirk yourself, and you're like, fuck you. And you fire your arrow. Hits the exact same spot, but sticks wildly inside of it, and it roars, and frost kind of bellows out of its mouth momentarily, and then the arrow itself just push into its face, and it roars in pain again.
Right. Bursting arrow, moonshot.
Okay.
Oh, 18.
Well,
That
miss,
misses.
unfortunately.
Alright, trying it again.
Alright.
19.
Oh, miss,
Still
unfortunately.
misses. Alright, third time, trying it again. Come on, man.
Natural
Is
one.
No,
Both your action surges just completely
Dude,
missed.
our action surges are useless this time.
And
Alright, well,
that's
I
fucked.
still have one
That's
arcane
fucked,
shot if I
man.
survive.
Here you go. We'll do it together.
I'm gonna move
There you go.
away.
We'll do it together. Unfortunately,
And I'm done. That's it for me.
the creature is being taken more seriously at this point, as that last attack hurt a lot. And you fire your arrow. First of all, it ducks its head under, just whoosh! You fire your second arrow, it dodges its head to the side. You fire it again. As you fire right at it, you're like, this is a dead-on shot, I'm going to hit. It opens its mouth, breathes frost forward. You see your arrow turn to ice instantly, and fall to the ground and shatter. After Alexia is Varys.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, sorry, no. I have not been doing this. After Alexia, it will use a legendary action.
Oh,
You guys remember those?
nope,
Don't hurt me.
not at all.
oh, I'm getting hit. I'm standing right in front of him.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see, maybe, I don't know. Does a 26 hit you? Does a 26 hit you?
If I cast shield, does it hit me?
I don't know.
I don't know. What are you doing?
So your AC
It's
is
hitting
19.
you.
If you cast shield, it is a 24. It'll hit you
Yeah.
either way.
Okay.
Alright. Luckily, that's really low. Alright, you'll take 13 bludgeoning damage. As at the end of Alexia's
Smack me in the face.
At the end of Alexia's turn, its tail whips forward, whoosh, smacks you in the
Oh, no.
face. Now it is Varys' turn.
Alright, so I'm within 30 feet. I will also Hexblade's Curse it, so now the blue tentacles.
Oh yes.
Both of your auras
Some
kind of intermingle momentarily
hentai-ass shit going on
as
right
the
now.
green and black and the blue and black kind of intermingle momentarily, and they kind of twirl around and then directly recoil each other and continue doing this as it envelops the creature.
Oh my.
And I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead, make your attacks.
Just like 3 19s or 20s. Nicholas. Come on. Let's do
Not
this.
that hard. Come on.
Okay.
You
Well,
keep
pretty sure
getting, like double.
the 2 misses, and then the others are 25.
Both are 25?
Yeah.
25 will hit. What's the 2?
The 2 is a 12.
12 will definitely miss.
Yeah.
So let's say that's your first one. As you fire it, it grazes across the creature, doesn't even face it, it slams into its chest and disperses immediately, and it kind of just like, and the other two, and it's just like,
What a jerk. Alright.
Dare you do a shot?
Yeah.
What a baller. I thought we were gonna do it together.
You were over there talking.
That's my
I
job.
took my, I took my shot.
34
job.
force damage.
34 force damage.
Yes.
Sorry. That was the wrong number. Alright.
And
After those blasts hit, you see it, and now there are black scuff marks all over it, as well as some of the marks where Ithlin and Alexia has hit. It's starting to leave like crimson trails on its face. It is looking wounded.
I will move 20 feet, 25 feet here.
Okay. At
And
the
then-
end of your turn, it will do a legendary action. The creature begins flapping its wings. Ithlin, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm, 14.
Fortunately, that fails. So, you will take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone as the creature's wings knock you down. It then flies up 40 feet in the air. And that's actually accurate for the stand now.
Nice.
That was its legendary action. It is now its turn. We will see if it gets its breath weapon back. Does not get its breath weapon back. Ithlin, you are the closest creature to it. So, he's going to make 3 attacks against you.
I'm dead.
Maybe, we'll see.
If he hits damage, I'm dead.
Yeah, he's pretty much.
If you hit me, I'm dead.
Should have second winded.
That is 17.
I'm dead.
That will
He's
miss.
dead.
Your AC is 19
Oh,
currently.
17 to hit.
You can still cast
You did
shield
it.
while you're down.
Can I do
shield,
that?
Yes.
Is that
shield
a
yourself.
thing?
Do you want to cast shield?
I guess so. I didn't know that was a
Alright.
thing.
That was a 21 to hit. But, as you're on the ground, you throw up your shield. The
Yeah!
claw comes down on you, crashes against the shield. Its claws begin making scrapes across the arcane energy, and it begins to crack momentarily as it pulls its way back. It will then make its 3rd attack on you. That will be a 27.
Nope.
$10 points of damage.
I'm actually not dead.
Ooh, you're barely still in there.
So, the claw on top of your
That
shield...
heroism health that I gave.
Yeah.
The claw on top of the shield begins cracking and scraping. You can feel it even. The arcane energy beginning to give out. The claw heavy down. You even press your willpower on it, like, I gotta keep it up, and then finally, as the claw crashes down on you. Its turn is over. So after that is Ithlin.
You get 6 more health.
And you can use second wind still.
Yes, that's a bonus action. You get 3 attacks instead of 4.
Just second win and get like a max roll and heal for 21. Do it.
Yeah, I should.
to see
I
it.
haven't used.
I rolled
second one yet.
pretty low for that claw attack, thankfully. How much hit points were you at?
He was at 5 after the claw.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Yeah. Oddly enough, his breath weapon is overpowered as fuck, but everything else is not that bad, honestly. If I get the breath weapon, you guys are probably, like, that's where the damage is going to come from, but everything else is, like, it's not that bad. He is currently 40 feet in the air, though, so your melee attacks will not reach.
Yeah, I have to cast at him.
Yes.
So I need to use.
Fortunately, dragons are bitches and can fly and attack at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to use second wind then.
Yeah, so you can bonus action second wind.
Mm-hmm.
So roll a d10, add your fighter level to it.
If only I was Scanlan. Bigby's hand.
I mean,
Wings.
you can try.
I don't have Bigby's hand.
You can try anything. Anyway, cheers, Sarah. That crit was amazing. That actually was very detrimental, so good job.
And then my net one and failed action surge was detrimental to my ego.
Usually I'm not gracious with this information, but it's currently bloodied.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh wait, you're knocked prone. That may have went differently. I should have advantage on those attack rolls. That's alright.
He forgot.
I did forget it. Yeah. That's fine. This creature's powerful enough without advantage. It's fine. This was the warm-up round. This was it being like, I'll toy with them still.
Is this payback for yesterday when the roper was playing with its food?
Dude, honestly, I fucked that roper up.
You did.
I think I did like 70 damage to it or something like that.
If you count all the tendrils, it was more.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're prone, is it an action to get up?
Yes,
No, it's half your movement.
It's half your movement to get
Oh,
up.
it's just your movement is all it is. So I'm gonna stand up then.
Yes. I mean, I will say this, like, it does give the creature advantage to hit you, however, on the ground you can still cast spells normally.
Yeah.
So, depends if you want to move away from its zone right now, or...
I'm going to activate my Boots of Speed.
Oh!
Boy! Attacks
So
of
you're-
opportunity now have disadvantage.
Also, your base movement doubles, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'd have 60 and then spend half to get up, so it just says 30.
Yeah, so I
Well,
still
if
have
he
my...
stands up first and then use Boots of Speed, it's a bonus action to activate your Boots of Speed.
Mhm.
So you'd stand up, you'd be at 15, you'd bonus action Boots of Speed, you would then gain another 30, so you're at 45.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. You have even more.
Yes, that's how it works. If he activated him on the ground, however, yes, that would work that way. He would very quickly spend all his speed. And so then...
Yep,
Or
so
disadvantage.
disadvantage against the AOP.
So... Fortunately, it's a 19. Would you like to use your reaction? Or have you spent your reaction, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So unfortunately, it's a 19.
Mhm.
12 points of damage. Are you alive?
Mhm. Yeah, no, I used my
Alright.
second win, so...
So,
I'm
as
alive.
you push yourself away from the creature, you do that cool thing where you like jump up from the ground onto your feet using completely ab muscles. You jump up onto the ground, you begin running away, and even your Boots of Speed, as you feel the supernatural speed fill your body, you feel a claw whoosh across your back,
Ah!
and you hear the creature go, "Run, little prey!" So it's bonus action and half your movement.
Mhm.
What else would you like to do?
How do cantrips work with my...
It's an action.
Yeah, it's still an entire...
It's an action, but you can do a cantrip, then bonus action attack. But you're out of bonus actions right now.
Yeah, so...
So you would
and I
spend
can't
an
attack
action
him
to do a
because I'm
cantrip.
not in...
Yeah, that's it. You just spend an action to
Yeah.
do a cantrip, which you can do Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Which you're still a 12th level character, so it's still 3d10 or 3 beams. So
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
all right, go for it.
Okay, so I roll 3d10 to hit it. How do I hit with it?
So,
It's an attack roll, so you roll your
you roll
D20.
3 attack rolls.
Okay. 3
Each attack roll is a d10 if you
Okay,
hit.
and it's my spell to hit.
Yes, which is your ability modifier plus proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
for
you
you
have
it's
to use-
intelligence. So
It's an-
oh, it's charisma. No.
Yeah, it's charisma since he's a warlock using Eldritch Blast.
So basically, you just use your proficiency -1. So it's like 3 right now.
Proficiency is 4.
So it's 3 because he's -1,
3.
and he has no charisma bonus. So you're at +3 to hit with these. But it's your best bet. Go ahead.
Oh, nat 20. There we
Nice.
There's a nat 1 in there too.
go. Yeah. Makes up for it. So, I'm only gonna hit him with one of them then.
So what'd you get total? So it's nat 1, natural 20, definitely hits.
Yeah, and then
then
the other one's only 14 or 13 or something.
30, yeah, limits, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
So as it's flapping its wings and flying there, you go, and it slams against it, and it continues its advance towards you as right now it's determined you're its prey. And then you kind of fire your last blast at it, and right in its smug, draconic face, you push into it.
There we go.
And so you roll 2d10, and you don't have the invocation, so you don't add your charisma to it. So it's just 2d10.
Well, he still has X-Blade's curse, so...
Yeah, it's...
Oh, yeah, you
It's
get
as
proficiency though, so
proficiency
you get plus 4.
Oh, so low. Rolling terrible. So, it's only 8 damage.
Okay.
Plus your 4?
Yeah, I rolled
Oh,
2
okay.
2s.
Still not terrible. Alright, anything else? You're out?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Alright, at the end of your turn, nothing's in range, so it does nothing. Alexia, you're up.
I will bonus action to do second wind.
Okay.
How many times that?
17 HP.
Plus 16.
It's fighter level.
Yeah, it's fighter level, which is just 11.
Oh, right, I forgot, sorry. Forgot you multi-blast. Alright.
Okay, and then I'll do a bursting arrow moonshot.
Alright, go for it. It'll just barely hit.
I think.
9 plus 12 is 21, yes.
Yeah.
Just barely hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
So yeah, I'll do it. 23 damage.
Alright. Solid hit. At this point, the creature's scales are beginning to weaken, and your arrow goes into it, sticks momentarily, then whoosh, explodes into light. So that's one attack.
Alright, so I have no more arcane shots. I'll try just a regular sharpshooter.
Okay.
Oh, nope. So that was 2. I'll just do a moonshot, regular.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 13 damage.
Alright. 2 solid hits. And that's your third attack. Bonus actions are done. Still no one's in range for any of its legendary actions, so Varys, you're up.
I will...
Can't move on its legendary actions, so.
I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay. 3 attacks. Boom, boom, boom. Shake him up real good and let him loose.
Wow.
Oh.
That one.
20.
20 will hit.
Well, I'm trying, guys.
We all are.
Minimum damage, 11.
7 damage is not bad.
It's no 61, but
It's not no 61, but it is good.
I mean, if I would just roll good.
I know, right?
Anything else?
Yep, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So the area on the map right now with those blue lines, that is difficult terrain, so it'll take you double movement to move through it.
What? Oh, I see.
Yes, ice is currently covering the ground.
I don't know how
Then
many
I
squares
will-
you spent in there.
I was here. So moving out of that, So 5, 10. Oh god, 20, 25,
Okay.
30.
Okay. 25 to 30. It's double movement to move, so it's 10 feet per square.
Oh yeah. So 10 to... I am there.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
No legendary actions to hit anyone with. It's now its turn.
Trying
Does
so
not-
hard to get
Does not get its breath weapon back.
the other side of it.
Ithlin, it is currently fixated on you. Oh no. That's fine. It's gonna move here. I'll have it fix you even. It's gonna be 3 attacks on you.
Shield.
Alright. What's your AC currently?
24.
19, so it'll be 24. 24 is the DC to hit. 25 just barely hits you.
It's not bad.
Total of 10 damage. Second attack. 13 will miss. And a natural 1. So the first attack claws into you. At that point, your shield kicks in. You throw it up. Just whoosh. It doesn't even hit your shield the third time. It just kind of like slams down next to it. At that point, it will then continue its movement. You can make the bonus attack against it if you'd like, or not attack of opportunity.
Sure.
Actually, no, you have no reaction, so you can't.
Oh, yeah, I can't. He's flying. I
Yeah,
can't.
that too. So he comes down to the middle of you guys, and he is done. After him is Ethelyn. Finish him.
To decide.
Enough for one more shot, maybe. Sit a little while though, because I'm starting to feel good now, Mr. Krabs.
Let's see.
I want to end it with you here, so we gotta speed along.
I can hit him with burning hands from here.
He's 40 feet in the air.
Oh.
There's a
How does-
15-foot cone.
Oh, so it's not gonna reach him.
It'll not reach him now.
I was just thinking, like, he's enormous. Like,
Yes.
no, if he wasn't flying.
He is currently
Yeah,
40 feet in the
I
air.
didn't think
however,
about
though.
that.
Yes.
So all I can hit him with.
Like I said,
is-
dragons are a bitch. They can fly in the air, then come down and attack you, and go back in the
Yeah,
air.
they can like
Yeah.
swoop
So.
down and hit you.
And unless someone has a way to make him land, he's just up in the air. So.
Let's see, my spell DC. My spell DC gets my intel modifier to hit?
If it's for Eldritch Knight, yes.
Yes.
So for Eldritch Knight, it would be your intel, your proficiency.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget about your 6 temporary HP.
Mm. Yeah, I did that already. I'll just cast Eldritch Blast on him, I guess.
Alright, you're the
It
plus
has-
3.
It's higher potential damage than anything else I can do, despite like.
Well, I mean, you have your Eldritch Knight spells as well, and that will get your
Well,
proficiency bonus.
the only thing I have though is like Melf's acid arrow is the only thing that can hit him, and that's even if I hit him, like it's gonna do so little damage.
It's up to you, man. What do you think's gonna hit more? You're the plus 3 with Eldritch Blast, but you're like a plus, I want to say probably like 7 with everything else.
I'm gonna try Eldritch Blast
Alright,
because
3 attacks.
if I hit, like it's gonna do more damage.
Alright, 3 attacks.
Let's see. So 21 on one of them. The other two are not going to
21
hit
hit?
him.
Alright, 21 hits.
Okay. 10 damage.
Alright.
Oh wait, 14 damage actually. I forgot to add the hits. So 14.
So two of them fire past and it flies too fast for you to keep up with it. However, the third one, you line up your shot as it's about to fly there and you aim where it's gonna be instead of where it's at and you hit it. Anything else?
Can't do anything else.
Alright.
I mean, I could move, but if I move much further away, I won't be able to like hit him with anything.
Yeah, but he's got a legendary action.
Yeah, his legendary action can't hit anyone right now, so he is good. So after your turn is Lexia. Yeah. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you guys are staying out of range of legendary actions right now, so.
Yeah, I'd have been dead a long time ago.
If you were in range, yeah. Fortunately for you guys, his legendary actions doesn't allow him to move, so. He's just stationary wherever he's at.
Alright, I'll try a sharpshooter.
Alright, go for it.
Woo! Woo! 24 to hit.
They'll definitely hit. Finish him off, come on.
No. 23.
23 damage. That's not bad though.
Alright, I'll try another sharpshooter. Nope. Regular moonshot.
Okay.
20 to hit.
20 just barely hits. This creature is looking wounded.
Meh. 18 damage. And
Alright.
I don't have any other bonus actions I can use, so I'm done.
Alright. Still not in range, so Varys, go ahead.
Alright, so is the lines where his breath weapon attack?
That's where it's currently frosted over, yes.
Okay, so
So 10, 20, 25, that's 30, yeah. To move out of it's still 30.
that
so
sucks.
that's
Alright,
where
I
you're
move
at.
there.
Yeah.
That is another round. And Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Old Faithful, go ahead. 3 beams, boom, boom, boom. Not
Finally.
20! There you go!
So
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that misses. That one's a 24.
24 will hit. What's the other one? Just to make sure.
16.
Don't miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
So the first attack fires, you hit it in the wing, but doesn't even glance off of it. It's got its eyes fixated on Alexia and Ithlin at this point. So we'll face it. Let's say we'll face it this way.
Alright. Crit does 15, 25 damage.
Alright.
And the second hit does
Oh.
11.
Still good damage.
And then 11, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Anything else?
What's the range on this?
That's your action. So you need a bonus action.
Yeah, I was gonna inspire.
Okay.
My inspiration being shooting it.
Bring her down.
Bring her down, Legolas!
60 feet.
I miss Sean.
That's not my name.
Again, Alexia, strike true. It's about to go down.
And then Ithlin brings it
Alright.
down.
Non-range with legendary action, so it just goes to its turn. Regains its breath weapon.
Oh,
So,
Oh, look, it's up against the wall.
hi, Ithlin.
it will move to here.
Is it that smart, though?
Oh, it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
smart.
It be a dragon. It's
So
still
the
not
three
going
of you
to-
will need to make Constitution saving throws. As it looks down at the ground, fires straight down, and it spreads out to all of you.
Oh. My.
So all of you make Constitution saving throws.
20.
20?
Not yet.
I fail horribly.
What is it?
5.
5? Yeah, you fail horribly. So 20. Alexia passes. You fail. Ithlin? You have Indomitable still.
I know, but I passed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Ithlin, you have Indomitable still. If you
I
fuck
do.
What
up.
I
Yeah.
use that for?
24 should be good.
24. All right. So everyone
I'm
but Varys.
still dead. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Half damage.
That's true. You may be
Yeah,
dead.
I'm
I'm
still-
sorry. I
I'm
forgot
still
about
dead.
that.
He's real dead. He's like.
Hey,
dead.
he goes down, but he's not out.
Dead.
Yeah, I mean, I go unconscious.
Nope.
I mean, maybe. I've rolled very low so far.
If you do more than 19, I'm unconscious. Which is super low.
Just remember you passed, so we'll see. I'm not Rain Man, so I can't do math in my head really fast, but we'll see how much it does. Never mind, you might be dead after those last rolls.
How many rolls do you get over there?
A lot. Do some math real quick.
How much damage do you have to take over your max to just instant?
You have to double your health to just flat out die.
Okay.
So what's your max health?
I have 13, so I'd have to take.
No, like
No,
your max health in
like
general.
total health. Total HP.
Oh, 99?
So I have to deal like
Oh.
180 or so damage to one shot you.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a one shot. But if you
Alright, so
still take your max HP,
trying to speed along
over-
here. We have 5 minutes or so before Ethan's got a bill. Everyone who passed will take 25 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
You will take 50, Varys.
Awesome.
I feel okay.
Cool. Now let's see. So half of that is 25. So I automatically fail my concentration check.
So what's gone now?
Do I have to do a con?
Uh,
Concentration?
Hunter's Mark.
It's concentration.
Then yes, and I think you automatically fail it because
She took like
I
20,
took 25.
so she just needs to make it 10.
10. Okay, yeah, go and roll Constitution.
But I took 50, which is half of that is 25, and the highest I could possibly get
On
is
that
23 with a nat
okay.
20.
And it's a con check?
Yes. So just roll and add your
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw?
Is it a
Yes.
saving
Because
throw?
there's a big
It's a
difference
saving
here.
throw.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
fine.
All right. So your Hunter's Mark stays on.
Oh, yeah.
So now
Yeah.
we can be feared.
When the mist
damn.
when the mist clears and the ice kind of across the ground, let me mark the spots that are still icy as well. So it is now here, 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 and here, and there. Oh, also from here, I forgot it. So all that is now difficult terrain. So it's half your movement to move across it. When the mist clears, however, Ithlin is face down on the ground. Ice and crystals begin to form over his body at this point.
In response to taking damage, I Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
at 4th level.
Oh shit. What's the save? For
Eight-
16, 18?
18 dexterity.
Again on natural 3, it uses legendary resistance to automatically pass.
So it takes half damage.
Yes.
1, 2. Okay.
I love that response.
So that's 10, 8, so 18, 9 fire damage.
For half?
Yes.
Alright. The flames wreath it from Varys and
Wait. I need to check. Because I might get to add my proficiency bonus to this.
You do, it's an attack. No, don't even bother, like, you do, it's an attack.
Is it attack rolls though?
I think it says damage rolls, doesn't it?
Bonus to damage rolls.
Yeah,
So
so-
it takes 4 more, so it would have taking 22 for 11 fire damage, so just 2 more.
Alright, that does make a little bit of a difference. Alright, flames wreath the creature. But it flaps its wings forward, washes the flames away. And that was just its action. It does not have bonus action, so it is done. Ithlin, make a death saving throw, please.
It's con?
Yes, you need to get a 10 or higher.
Mm-hmm. But I add my con to it?
Yes.
Okay. What if I roll really low? Oh. And I did roll really low.
What'd
so
you get?
There's 9.
So, Mark, on your paper there, there's death saves, and
Yeah.
so you have one of those failed, and that is your turn. Still one of your turns, so at the end of its legendary action, it will do nothing because no one's in range. Actually, wait. Five, 10, 15, 5. Okay, no one's in range. Alexia, you're up.
Sharpshooter moonshot.
Alright.
At
20! Nice! Roll me some damages.
Alexia with the hard carry. Jesus.
Yep. I'm not a range character.
14.
It's the one weakness of fire. We need to get you some javelins and something to hold multiple javelins so you can just
Yep.
throw them.
We've never encountered flying. At least I haven't encountered flying.
There's a
until
reason
now.
I multi-classed into Warlock.
Yeah.
46.
46 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Alexia, how would you like to do this?
Oh, fuck yeah! With all of my ferocity and like having a moonshot arrow, I want it to just like go in the mouth and just tear from mouth to tail and just pop out the back of its.
So it flies.
I'm on the other side of its tail.
So we
technically I am.
will completely ignore position. We'll completely ignore position. Seeing Ithlin down, the creature goes for the final blow. It opens its mouth wide, rushes down at Ithlin. You, using your movement, you jump in front of it. At the same time you jump before, you fire an arrow. Whoosh! The arrow sparkles and glows as you activate the moonshot. As it's about to devour Ithlin, you jump in front of it. Whoosh! Fire the arrow. It flies into its open mouth, down its throat. It kind of like... And it kind of like flaps up in the air momentarily as it's definitely confused and like in pain from what happened. And you see this light kind of generate from its stomach. And all of a sudden, as the creature's chest just explodes forward and it crashes down to the ground. Whoosh! It stands up momentarily though. Blood gaping from its open wound, and it goes, "You've won. Just take the treasure and leave me be."
I walked up to it. I didn't want the treasure. I just wanted to know why there was a portal from your world to mine. If you know how to close it, tell me.
I know only who opened it. Did so from the other side. I have no power to do such things.
Very well.
All of a sudden, a lightning strike crashes above it. It hits the creature and it falls down, seared and black and scorched. You look above where you see the lightning struck. You see Lawless, spear in hand, wings somehow behind him flapping.
Fuck that guy!
He looks to you and goes, "You've gone soft, Alexia. I figured you would have finished it off by now." He holds out his hand, and the gauntlet he has on is kind of draconic looking in nature, and he holds it out. And the dragon's essence slowly begins to form up into a tiny ball above it, and it flies up to the gauntlet, and one notch on the knuckle begins to glow. And he holds his hand down and he goes...
Infinity Gauntlet?
He holds his hand down and he goes...
For darkness?
"I have to thank you for doing the heavy lifting for me, though. Do yourself a favor and leave this alone. You don't know what's coming."
What do you think you're doing, Lawless?
Oh, he's just, doing the same old things that Lawless always did, finishing things off when they were 1 health.
I wouldn't have time to even begin to explain.
Good enough for me. Thanks for the save, man.
Bro!
What?
No!
He's our friend.
No, Varus.
No, he's not.
From this point on, the next time we meet, we're enemies.
What? Why?
Because if you're not going to assist me, you're in the way. And at this point, none of you could possibly help.
Assist you with what?
Again, it's too difficult to explain. Just now I have it taken care of. And he flies off in the distance.
We will find you!
Okay, what was that? Are you just going to lie there all day with Ithlin? As I cast
Feels
Healing
really
Word.
if you have to leave, but I'm about to distribute loot, so
Yeah,
depends if you can stay or not.
yeah, I should leave.
Can we just write it down and then distribute?
Just give us a couple more minutes and I'll distribute loot, so
2, 3, 7, 11. Ithlin, you heal for 17 hit points.
I'm not dead.
yeah. You come back and you are not dead. You look and the creature is dead before you, but the shine in its scales is completely gone. It's more of like a dark gray than a white than it was before.
Cool. So what do we find?
Depends. What do you guys do?
I mean, examine the body.
Okay,
Or
the body
investigate
itself
the
is
body?
just iconic in nature.
Alright. Then look
I
for
shoot it in the head
magical-
multiple times to make sure he's really dead.
You do so.
Look for
Alright.
magical items in the treasure trove.
Alright, so. What would you like to start with first? Money, items, or...
I would love to start with just Scrooge McDucking into the gold.
Money.
Alright. So, I think Ithlin's in the bathroom, so we'll wait a couple minutes. But,
That's gonna be the couple minutes that he stays here.
I know.
It's about time one of these fucking big bad evil douchebags has a room full of treasure.
It takes you time to break through the ice, but it was damaged already when the creature, like, broke out of the ice itself. So you guys have to hit it with your weapons a couple times and kind of, like, use magic on it. But and this whole process will take you easily an hour to do so. However,
Oh,
you kind of break through the ice and you do so, and you guys begin gathering items and magic and money and things of that nature. And I'll explain. We'll do that when Ithlin gets back. If he can stay, we'll split it up that way. Alright, so real quick. With money, you find a total of 17,000 gold.
Oh
Okay.
You find a total of 510 platinum pieces. Mixed amongst all of the debris and everything, you also find 4 huge giant paintings.
Paintings?
Yes.
Mhm.
You can tell just by looking at them, though, the paint used is very expensive. These 4 art pieces are worth 750 gold each. Amidst the clutter, you also find a total of 7 gems, various rubies and emeralds and sapphires, each one worth 1,000 gold pieces each.
damn, son.
Yeah, I rolled high on that one. You also find small,
I'm so confused.
kind of wooden, some made of like marble sculptures of the dragon itself. You find 5 of these. They're worth 250 gold pieces each.
Ooh, how big are these
So
statues?
5
They fit in
dragon
your hand.
statues. And how much? 50 gold?
250 gold each.
250. Okay.
So that's all the gold value you find. You may not be able to carry all this out, as 50 gold pieces is 1 pound. So we'll have to do the math on that after Ithlin leaves to figure out who gets what. Moving on to items.
Dibs on one of the statues.
Moving
I
on
recommend
to
this.
items. You find a potion that has a kind of a brownish gray liquid inside of it, and you look at it and it's not appetizing in the slightest. Does anyone like to make an Arcana check?
I drink it immediately.
You?
I'll do an Arcana check.
Probably not.
I was gonna say if you actually do it, like I just am like sitting there looking at it, and you take it out of my hand. I'm like,
It makes you a wiener.
Where did my dice bag go? I'm so confused.
I
It
know.
was like, that was right there.
I got 15 for the Arcana check.
15 is perfect. You recognize this as a potion of stone giant strength.
ooh, that's a goodie.
You also find a small wooden cube amongst the pile.
A wooden cube.
Yes, a small wooden cube. It's about 10 feet wide.
Oh, that's a small cube.
Yes.
Okay.
Or sorry, not 10 feet wide. It is it's like 5 feet. Like, yes.
It's still pretty big.
Yeah, but
I don't know where my dice went.
you also find a scroll that has arcane writing on it. Don't need an Arcana check to know if you know what it does. Anyone?
I gotta bounce.
Okay.
Also
Let me
15.
know if you find that bag I had. It's so weird. I swear it was sitting like
Okay.
right there. I have no idea. It was really strange.
Okay.
Alright.
Anyway,
Farewell, everyone.
Bye.
we'll message
Later.
you your gold total and stuff.
Very good.
Okay, so scroll with what on it?
So with the 15, you recognize as a scroll of protection.
Okay.
You also find another scroll, and unlike the previous scroll, there's these weird arcane writings on it. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
No.
No, but I could do the whole tongues trick again.
Okay. It's up to you. You guys can also make an Arcana check. You find another scroll, and this one's not written on paper so much as written on like animal hide, and there's like green
15
kind of
for
writing
the
across
Arcana
it.
check.
Perfectly enough, you begin reading it, and you realize this is a scroll of tree stride.
Tree stride.
Yes.
Okay.
The next thing you find a seemingly ordinary backpack.
Arcana check.
Go ahead. You guys can both do it too.
Sure. I'll contribute.
15, 12,
Not one.
that one.
Just
Fortunately,
a
neither of you
regular
really. You look at it and you're like, this is a backpack.
Okay.
Well, this will be handy for carrying out, I don't know, maybe the cubes, some,
If one of us can carry 2 backpacks, I guess.
The last thing you find is a small kind of, it's about the size of a potion vial, or a potion container rather. But it's a canteen, and you grab it and you kind of shake it around. There's water inside.
Is it water?
Do you open it up?
Yes.
You open it up, it's completely empty.
But when I shake it, it sounds like there's liquid in it?
Yes.
Arcana check.
Go ahead. You guys can certainly try.
Oh. 19.
single digit.
You discover that this, although it sounds like there's water inside of it, there is nothing inside of it. And so you realize some kind of magical liquid. You find a decanter of endless water.
Decanter. Okay.
And the last item that you find a bow. This bow is ornate. There is a lot of detail put into it. You look at the bow you are currently wielding, and the bow you find, it is twice the size.
Jeez.
You look at it, and so the mouth of the bow in the very front is a dragon mouth, just open wide. It then stretches the body of the bow into these wings that spread out like this.
Huh.
It does not have a string at all.
Oh. Okay.
But it has a place to put your hand and everything. And it is heavy. What is your strength modifier?
Mine?
Yes.
1.
1. So you find it difficult to even lift this bow. It is heavy.
Okay. Anything else?
That is all.
Okay.
Alright guys, so we have some stuff to detail with the gold and if you can carry it out, and we'll talk about this after the stream. However, for now, thank you for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. If you can, subscribe, whether that be with Amazon Prime, Student Prime, whatever it is. anything helps. Just you hanging out with us and watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. Stay nerdy, my friends, and we'll see you next week.